Alrighty, there we go. Let me just give it one more cursory check. Hello, everybody! How are you doing? Hello, Spade. Hello, Jolly. Hello, Mio and Javai, even though you've both left. Very understandable. Thanks for coming by. Hello, Shadow Good Stuff, continuing the streak. Hello, Redstone. Hello, Slumberson. Hello, Eltic times 2. And hello, Ghosty. How's everybody doing on this fine day? For whatever reason, this game defaulted to minimum settings, so I've turned that up. Hello to you as well, Spade. How are you? How are you? Playing some Warframe right now? Very understandable. I just want to play a nice chill game to relax to. I sweated so hard in the tournament this morning, it was really stressful, required hours and hours of focus from me. So I wanted to pick a nice chill game, you know? I bought this game many years ago. I never played it though. EP, you just woke up. For me it's 6 PM, but I can relate. Yo, hello, Valgia! Boo indeed, you scared me. This game looks very, very scary. I don't know how I'm gonna handle it. More of a horror game than Five Nights at Freddy's. How old is this game? I'm not actually sure. I think it came out in like 2016 or something. I take a road trip back home in 7 to 9 hours. If you need to dip to sleep on the road trip, absolutely do. But hello, Jolie! Defaults to minimum to not harm weak PCs. Yeah, that does make sense. It's just a surprise because my PC's very beefy. You'd think they'd have some kind of allocation for that. A lot of games will generally... I don't know how they do it, but they somehow get an impression of how good your PC is and adapt. Nah, I can just sleep on the road. Understandable. Alrighty, so just to check everybody. How's the music? How's the BGM? It looks like it might be a little bit too loud. Let me know if I need to turn it down. I can very much do so. Out of curiosity, what is the Hot Wheels thing? It is this, Eltic. It is this. That is what the Hot Wheels is. The slimes chirping is very cute. Yeah, I think the slimes as a whole are really, really cute, and so is the noise. It's a very, very cute game. Even the tars, I think, are pretty cute. I've seen someone do a Let's Play of this, but it was quite a few years ago. I just remember thinking this game was very, very cute. Bought it, never played it. So, let's kick things off. If the audio is good, from the fact that no one's complained about it yet, I will assume you can hear me very well. Like 4 AM for me, so I'm gonna head out. No worries, Valgia. BGM music and the slimes are loud, but not too much. No, thanks to you for letting me know. I will turn it down just a little. Turn down the master, just a little bit. And sleep well. Thanks for coming by and say hi. BGM is a tad loud, but yeah, we can hear you very well. No, this is perfect. This is perfect. Every game, for whatever reason, is slightly scuffed on my computer. So, let's start this out. South's Murder Factory smiley face. Use a save icon. Oh, we get to look through and see what's cute. Oh, are these all of the slimes? What cute little guys. Let's take a look. No, we're not naming it after fruit. I suppose we'll have this little goober here. This guy in the middle. He's very cute. 3:55 AM, we're fine. Hello, Nugget. Bye-bye, Valgia. Sleep well, sleep well. Okay, and of course we will do adventure. We're not in a rush, and we're not a casual. If you saw my tournament performance, you would know for a fact I am not a casual, not even close. Missed the Y. Watching this while listening to relaxing Sekiro background noises. I do also find Sekiro relaxing. Absolute scam. Never mind. They want my name to be shorter. There we go. That should fit. Mochi Miles once claimed she caught a gold slime. Break her kneecaps, she's... Alrighty, so let's check out this game. A nice, relaxing experience. 1,000 light years away from Earth, the planet known as the Far Far Range. Oh god, we're French. I'm so sorry. I should have put a trigger warning. I'm so sorry, everybody. I did not know. Alrighty, we got the movement. Okay, so it looks like... Oh, yep, they're tutorializing me, but I'm figuring it out faster. I'm built different. Looks like you right to get click to give them the suck, and you left click to guard for life after seeing the French. Yeah, I don't blame you. Okay, and we get little, slime plots. So we harvest their poop. Interesting. So the game is about harvesting fertilizer. Oh, not the French. I know, it's a literal Greek tragedy. Or in this case, a French tragedy, I suppose. How's the slime milking going? We just started. This is not the milking stream. I don't know where you got that impression, Avocado. No milking involved. Expensive poop? Yeah, look, I mean, fertilizer can be pretty expensive. Okay, so it wants me to use the scroll wheel instead of just selecting. Interesting. Trigger warning wheel French. Yeah, thank you for adding that. Quick, mods, pin that. They need to know. Okay, now we have the poop. We can sell that. Let's find out how valuable. Need the slimes? Yeah, the tutorial is making me do so. I assume we just shoot it in there? Yes, sir. Melting love looks kind of different. Yeah, melting love did kind of get me thinking about this game, unironically. Oh, the game is now outright saying, yeah, you've got it. Okay, let's see. We don't need a corral at the moment. We already have one for the slimes. Garden. Grow food. Sure. We'll grow some food. Let's grow some more carrots. I assume that'll just happen automatically. I also assume there's no sprint key. Oh, a little birdie. Hello, friend. I have somewhere I want to send you. Oh, there is a sprint key. Little birdie, let's get you to safety. Bon voyage. Doesn't the slime milking happen in LobCorp? I haven't worked with it yet. How would I know? The slimes eat a hidden chicken hole. What monsters? They're just little guys. They're just little guys. If the chicken didn't want to get vored, it should not have stepped into the slime pen. Hello, Star Knight. How are you? And yes, trigger warning, this is indeed a horror game. Hello, Destroy Snipers. How are you? Welcome, welcome. Oh, you can set it up to auto-collect their poop. I don't have enough money. Sweet, that'll be our next goal, I suppose. Slime milks you. Oi. Don't get too graphic. This is not the milking stream. That is a dead end. Thanks. Hey. No, of course, of course. I hope you're doing well. Don't yeet the chickadoo. The chickadoo has already been yeeten. Don't have enough money. Time to rob a bank. True, true. You understand me. Okay, I can't read. I'm allergic to text. So I'm just going to ignore that. Let's harvest some more slaves to put to work in the farm. Did you win the tournament? Yeah, I actually have, my score is #1. No one else can contest my score. Literally no one else comes even close. Everyone else's score is absolute miles away from mine. Oh, we have pog fruits. Man, this game's really cute. So joining the stream makes me French, that is the horror. Yeah, glad you understand. Okay, more carrots we can see. Not slaves, unpaid interns. Yeah, unpaid, you know, they're not slaves. They could leave at any stage they want as long as they don't value the lives of their friends and family. That's a really nice way of thinking of it. They have a paid internship where the pay they receive is continuing to have kneecap privileges. You know, not everyone gets to keep their kneecaps in this day and age. It can be very expensive. They're really generous. Game where you subjugate the wildlife into indentured servitude. Look, what can I say? I'm Australian. It just comes naturally. Okay, these also pog fruit? Yes, they are. Our inventory is getting a bit full, so we will go back relatively soon. But decent haul, decent haul. And I get why more homeless people don't run banks. If you get away with it, you get money. If you fail, you get housing. Actual thought of the day. Actual thought of the day. Either way, it's a win, right? Hello, Dice Sifter. Welcome, welcome. They have liquid brains they can't think? True. Our brains are all wrinkly and cringe and French. These slimes, though, their brains are smooth. They are not at all worried. Okay, friends, let's introduce you to a whole lot more friends. All of you eat up. I need to harvest your poop. Kneecaps aren't even necessary for living. True. Like, you can even get custom, what are they called? What are they called? The little mobility scooters. You don't need kneecaps to have a good, fulfilling life. They're preferable, but if you want the kneecaps, then you can just work harder. I'm pretty sure they don't have brains. Then how did they know to eat the chicken? Thought of the day, dude. Thought of the day. Maybe we should lobotomize one and find out for sure either way. Maybe this is, lore-wise, how Lobotomy Corp started. But yeah, good work again today, by the way, Dicipta. You did incredibly. I was very, very happy to have you on my side. The other teams do not stand a chance. Not a single person has beaten my score. Not a single person will beat your scores. We are in the clear. Slimes are like jellyfish. Yeah, it is funny that jellyfish are... Let's just say they have the secret to immortality. Like, jellyfish don't die of old age. Just in general. They just don't. But they also kind of don't have a brain, so it balances out. Some slimes eat each other. Don't throw them all into the same cage. Oh, that's interesting. So what, do they have, like, individual personality values? And some of them just decide to be jackasses? If so, that's pretty funny. Righty, let's throw some more food in. We need a little bit more money. What I will do is I'll get another fruit cage so we can grow more. Fine product. No thoughts, that's why, yeah. Truly a no thoughts head empty moment. The corral walls are way too empty. Yeah, I can kind of see that. Okay, now let's start growing pog fruit. I think that's a very funny name. And now everybody eat up. Some of the food may leave your enclosure, but realistically that's on you. Go get it. I didn't miss. I was just giving you a special challenge. Let's dump some more slimes in there. Don't mix more than two. Oh, it's slime types. Gotcha. That makes way more sense. I was thinking, this game looks a little bit simple for something like that. Oh, and we can harvest more chickens. Hello, friends. You two... Oh, there's two of them. Oh, then they're probably looking for their baby. Don't worry, we can point you in the right direction. Your baby is right over there. Have fun, you two. Did you say my name? Oh, I was just congratulating you on a job well done, Dysifter. Nothing to worry about. Righty, let's see if we can long shot this bad boy. Hell yeah. They call me, Chris Kyle. I'm the best sniper alive. Saving the chickens, what a kind soul. I know, right? They were so worried about their kids, so I just made sure they could reach them. Oh, we're getting some slimes. You know what? If that slime doesn't want to be in the cage this badly, yeah, anyone else want to come for a trip? There was some food over here in the ocean. So there you go. Have fun, everybody. Sniping's a good job, mate. Exactly. Plenty of work. Everyone will always want to hire you. Free swimming lessons. Exactly. There's even a lifeguard. Now, the lifeguard may be absentee, but that's fine because they're already, like... It just means that everyone who gets out of the pool at the end of the day has a 100% success rate at knowing how to swim. So when you think about it, I'm the world's best lifeguard. Everyone who gets out of my pool knows how to swim really confidently. So really they should be thanking me. In fact, I should charge them a fee to allow them out of the pool. I'm sure they'll eventually pay it. Oh hey, there's a giant slime over there. That is actually kind of cool. Looking forward to meeting it. They just slowly dissolve in the ocean. Yeah, they definitely fade out of existence. Oh, and this is a chickadoo. Oh, what a cute little name. And these guys are also pretty cool. Rock slime. They get diluted and die when they swim. Understandable. Oh, a largo. I'm going to assume that they combine somehow, and that's what causes that. Oh, they are in fact harming me. So if you want to harm me, you know, like if you're choosing to throw hands... I've got a great thing I can do right back, friend. Oh, and we get a little map. Feed him? Oh, feed the big guy, I assume? Yeah, I'll go over there and feed him once I've gathered some... Oh, and there's a little, cat here. I do like me some cats. They remind me of Bestia Zeta from Hololive ID. Don't know if you've heard of her. We can collect some more chickens, we can collect some more money. Can't believe they left all of this fertilizer just lying around. Like, everybody, the government doesn't want you to know this. Big Fertilizer does not want you to know this. But did you know you can just find fertilizer on the ground for free? You don't have to pay to get fertilizer delivered. You can just go and find fertilizer and take it. What are they gonna do? Lock you up? A shooting star, yeah. Shooting star. Oh, this is a water spike. I thought that was something to let you jump. Evidently, I was wrong. Something over there, but that's fine. We've got to make gradual progress, you know? I knew the homeless were useful for something. Oh, you can get it sourced from all kinds of places. It doesn't just have to be the homeless. But I like your spunk, kid. That is indeed a first set of good instinct. Oh, and there's glowy boys. Ah, shit, it's the feds. They're glowing. If you don't understand that reference, don't look it up. They want hugs, but their rocky skin hurts. Not to worry, I'm sure we can soften them up. We have both a crowbar and a baseball bat. With enough time and dedication, we can make anyone friend-shaped. Okay, looks like I am full. Oh wait, no, I have plorts. Yeah, I have plorts open. I should be able to collect. Good stuff. I'm gonna go to bed, it's 1 AM. No worries, Eltic. Thanks for coming by. Hope you sleep well, man. It was great to have you here, but please always take care of yourself. That's way more important. Okay, now let's collect some money. You know how we feel about people who go in the gun. Try to avoid it, unless you really want to go for a swim. You know what? Just this once, I'll let you back in. No, don't continue that, Alucard. That is, in fact, what I was referencing. You're correct, but don't continue that. It's not good for Discord. Hi, Tarkus. Hello, Chris. How are you today? Okay, and let's send our friend for a swim. Bye-bye. Enjoy the depths of hell, sir. Look at how graphic this game is. 1 AM, but I'm not going to go to sleep. Giga Chad maneuver. Now, I'm going to assume you need to sleep. Yep, sleep until morning. Haven't seen this game in a long time. I purchased this game and then just never played it, so... I figured, hey, look, I was thinking about Melting Love, or whoever the slime girl is from LobCorp, and then I remembered, oh, hey, I have a game called Slime Rancher. Maybe I should check this out. My sleep schedule is messed up. I go to sleep at 4. Giga Chad maneuver. Okay, now, hello, Mr. Tabby Cat. Have a little birdie. I'm going to assume you're carnivorous. Come on, friend. Oh, wait, don't try to escape. Eat up. Can they not eat babies? That's kind of cringe. Well, if you escape, you know? Definitely reminds me of Zeta, even though she doesn't like to be compared to a cat girl. Yeah, definitely, it's got the same color scheme. If she didn't want to be compared to a cat girl, why is she a cat girl? Checkmate. She does have a very, very soothing voice. And then you hear her talk and she's a shitposter. It's a funny gap, my way. I appreciate it. Man just yeeted a slime to be with the Seaborn. Exactly! Like, if you remember the Arknights events, a whole bunch of the Seaborn plot was all about, hey, what we need you to do is we need you to give us a sacrifice, and then on the beach there'll be a lot of food. So we're just finding some sacrifices. We need more food. My sleep. They don't want nuggets, they want a whole-ass rotisserie chicken. That's a bit greedy of them, but hey, look. Cats are cute, I suppose just this once we can oblige. Dumbasses don't realize there's no food. Not to worry, I can take care of your food problems and your overpopulation problems. Bye-bye, everybody, have fun. See, look at this. This is way more manageable. There's way fewer of you now. Oh, look. Oh, someone found food. It's a battle royale. 2 of you got to eat, and you know, that just really made everyone else feel jealous. You should have been more in line with the communist propaganda. If you get to eat and other people don't, they're just going to resent you. So we'll just take care of that. The Seaborn plot mechanic is 4. Not quite. I thought it was... When I was first reading it, I thought that was a really cool piece of horror. And that it would surely be slang for the Seaborn are outright just killing people, spreading their guts over the floor, and then through some weird mind trick, people register it as food. But no, it turns out it was actually just they magically spawned in food in exchange, which is a bit disappointing. Okay, now the chickens, I suppose, are worthless. You know what? Let's spray some food over here. Let's get some actual chickens. All right, we're still full. You don't need any more pog fruit. Where's the chicken at? There you are, sir. I still don't get why they're called high heels. They don't even get you that high. I know, right? They're average heels when you think about it. Okay, we don't need any chickens. Bye-bye. Babies should have been grown up. Oh, never mind. That was a waste. You can't have multiple stacks of the same. Good to know. Good to know. Okay, there we go. We've got some of the babies back. Let's go. Progress. They spawned in Seaborn infested food specifically. Yeah, but that part wasn't really malicious. Buying Steam games without playing them is a routine. I'll send you a meme about it. I mean, I only have a total of like 55 Steam games. 10, 20 of which are free. I just don't buy many games. I think there are a total of 5 games. No, 5 to 10 games I own that I've never played. And I am working through the list. But the list is also kind of expanding because people keep recommending games that look really cool. Okay, now all of you get to go hungry for now. Don't worry, we'll feed you eventually. Vestia Zeta from Hololive ID, 3rd generation. Holo Heroes. 10 to 20 of which aren't safe to stream. No, I only have like 5 not safe for stream games. Thank you very much. Have you ever thought way too much about what the other side actually means when the chicken crossed the road? Yeah, like that's the actual thought of the day, dude. Why did the chicken cross the road? What was he cooking? What was he looking for? Okay, you can stay in there. One of you got to eat. Next time you can cannibalize each other to decide who gets food. We're still a little bit shy of getting a coup, which I assume is needed for chickens. I'll go back and make some money. Spend your 30-hour stream to speedrun Learning Path of Exile. I could also gnaw my own arm off, you know? But no, jokes aside, I have actually planned out most of the 30-hour stream now. Though there are some things I need to set up, but once those are set up, I can just kind of do it. So it'll take some time. It's not going to be super quick. But I will be able to do it eventually. Can't you feed the tabby plort to a pink slime? Oh, is that how you combine it? You feed them each other's poop. That's pretty funny. Why wouldn't I just feed the pink plort to the tabby slime then? When React Andy stream. I actually have one planned later this week for everyone's meme submission. That's quite a similar feeling. What, gnawing your own arm off is similar to speedrunning Path of Exile? What a reigning endorsement of the game. You know what? I think I'm really keen to play it now. Now that you've given it such high, amazing, unparalleled praise as it's almost comparable to gnawing off your own arm. But no, I am keen to check it out. I just don't have too much time for him. Let's grab some of these bad boys. This should be enough to get us a hen farm, a coop. That works too. I think I bought 100 games and only finished half of them. Oh, this isn't even a case of finished. I've just, like, never played most of them. Friend, you shouldn't have been near the ocean if you weren't... If you didn't want to die by drowning, you shouldn't have stood near the ocean. Harold Holt could have learned a thing or two. I think that guy went to the ocean. I did kind of Kobe him. Yep, he is 100% dying. Yippee! So from what I know, Path of Exile has grinding that would put most JRPGs to shame. Wow, y'all are really giving a reigning endorsement to the game. I could not be any more keen for it. But unfortunately, my schedule, it's booked for the next 17 decades. I just don't think I'll be able to fit it in. I don't know what to tell you. Alrighty, let's activate this. Who keeps chickens in place and prevents the uprising. Not to worry, I already got rid of John Connor. I sent him for a nice little, swim. Then I assume we also put the chickens here. There we go. Friends, I don't care how hungry you are. You get food when I say you get food. So it looks like I need to cull you a little bit. Looks like there's too many of you and you're getting a bit rowdy. So the good news is, South's Lifeguard Academy is now in session. Now, that's called decimation. Are the rest of you going to behave? Looks like yes. Good stuff. AOM retold stress test this weekend. Hey, I'm looking forward to it. Oh, you are also hungry for the birds. I see, I see. How did you get out? You know what? Let's go safe. Let's go down to just 2. The others among us... among us! Cats love water. You know, we're just doing our civic duty and giving them a nice bath. 17 decades of roguelikes. How could you call me out so hard? The only high I need is highball. Pass me the whiskey. I respect the hustle, I suppose. Among Us? Exactly. Oh, by the way, in the 30-hour stream, I have planned in some time for Among Us. It'll be open lobby. You're welcome to hop in. And, yes, you're welcome to blatantly cheat and look at my screen. I think that would be funny. Only like an hour, but still. Feed the fox slimes to the gay slimes. Just because it's pink doesn't mean it's gay. You know that, right? Do not the sus. Look, I've never played the game before. I really should play it at some stage, you know? So I figured, hey, we can add in just a little bit of probably about an hour of open lobby cheating encouraged Among Us. Just always vote to eject South in case. No, that would make me sad. What if you're a rock slime? Then I guess you can't go rock climbing unless you look in the mirror. That was a lame joke, even by my standards. I apologize for that one. That one actually, yeah, should not. That one should not have left the iron dome that is my skull. Alrighty, let's just keep schmoving. Let's see if we can find some more plorts. This officer. Okay, so combining the plorts, the slime types, seems to make very large slimes. That's a bad thing. These look way harder to contain. 1 million more slimes in the ocean to create this Giga Slime Seaborn. You know what? Right, let's perform our civic duty and help get that number a little bit lower. Hello, friends. You got greedy, and now you're dead. Don't feed a large slime a different third type of plop. Sorry, just looking at those words. Temporarily having forgotten the context. Don't feed large slime the third plorp. It got me a little, okay? The sea is just a giant slime and we're just returning them to their mother. Oh, so are you... Oh, wait, no, I shouldn't... that's not safe for work. I shouldn't say that. You killed all of my chickens. You bastards. Oh, wait, no, I think we got them in time. Yeah, they didn't kill all of the chickens, just most. You know, this means we need to feed the herd again. Thin the herd. Some pink slimes. Look at how well-behaved these two are. Be more like that. And you know what? I'll give you one more chance to repent. So... plead your case right about now. Oh, looks like none of them had any problems with what was about to happen. Yippee! Yeah. They were all completely fine with what just happened. Time for high walls. I did notice you can buy upgrades, but they seem very expensive. $350. Can't quite afford that just yet. If only we had something we could feed fruit to. That'd be real nifty. Not safe for work is subjective, asked Johnny Sin. Oh yeah, ask a porn star what isn't not safe for work. I'm sure he won't be at all resistant. Land on you, you're floating in is a sea of slime slowly floating. It's all slime all the way down. Nekomimi slimes are submissive. Makes sense why 99% of Isekai's slaves. It is very funny that the isekai genre has gone through a pro-slavery arc recently, you know? I find that very entertaining. Johnny Sins would be an expert. I mean, you're not wrong, but there are other ways to find that out. The sea even... yeah, the sea isn't moving, we are. Reminds me of my favorite conspiracy theory. What if JFK wasn't assassinated and his head just kind of did that, you know? Like, do we have evidence to disprove that? Okay, everybody eat up. Your friend can die. I need your poop. Capitalism requires more fuel. Thank you, sir. In recognition of your service, you can die since you have now eaten. This is just embarrassing. There you go, there you go. What is long and hard and full of semen? No, the answer is cucumber! Fun fact, Damasty Cluster from Arknights is a slime. Oh, I did not know that, actually. I knew they could, like, clone themselves. I knew there was something weird. I didn't know it was a slime submarine. I mean, yeah, I suppose a submarine is also. But that just depends, like, how freaky all the sailors are getting, you know? Alrighty. Looks like it's about the end of the day. We should be able to get high walls. So let's recruit some more willing participants to test out our new healthcare plan, where they get to keep their kneecaps for good behavior. The CIA invested itself and found no wrongdoings. Oh, okay, my bad. Never mind then, there was no wrongdoings. If the CIA investigated the CIA, I trust them. I shouldn't go too far with these jokes. If you go too far, they will be TOS. How did one of the submissive and breedable cat slimes get out of containment? That's disappointing. So you know what? Let's give you higher walls. The pink slimes can go touch grass. Now it's time to sleep again. Don't ask me why I took the slimes with me to bed. I'll be killing them this morning, though there are no witnesses. When I say suck, squeeze, bank, and blow, most people have a dirty mind. Mechanics think about the cycles of it. Yeah, it's like if you spell unionized or unionized. They're spelled the same. You two are really hungry. That doesn't excuse you teleporting out of containment. But you know what? We do have some spare chickens. So, here. Never let it be said I didn't do nothing for you. Let's speed feed you as well. Yeah, are you two satisfied? Your fertilizer is very expensive. Come on, Kobe. Oh, not missed it. But yeah, the English language is very full of innuendos, shall we say. So you can't even really blame people. Basically, anything you say has a secondary meaning that is not safe for work. Okay, we do need some more pink slime. So that'll be the goal of today. This is a very, very chill game. I don't feel the pressing need to do anything. I can just kind of relax. This is really nice. After such a stressful tournament performance, really glad I just get to take a second and chill, you know? This chicken's a disappointing Zelda to do better. Yeah, you know what? You're right. Why aren't the chickens attacking me? I think that's what they do. I've never actually played a Zelda game outside of Breath of the Wild. Outside, like, the dungeon one for, like, 3 minutes at a friend's house on their Wii. But I've heard lots of good things about it, you know? Just never got around to playing it. Alrighty, let's grab some more chickens. Don't eat the chickens. I will assume pink slimes are omnivore. Let's keep grabbing fertilizer, collecting chickens. We can also go feed the fatso. I'm going to assume we need lots and lots of food. And you know what? We have lots of spare food, so this is perfect. Let's go see how much fatso needs to eat. Now, I don't know how to get back, but we'll figure it out eventually. Most women in video games are disappointing compared to real life. Why aren't they attacking me more? You have interesting desires. Okay, fat ass, eat up. Let's see. You know what? We can also feed the chickens. That is not enough, but we made some progress. He looks larger than before. That is also a fetish. I like LBW and TP in terms of Zelda games, even though I've never finished TP. Okay, so you understand. I don't know what games those are. He needs 40 food of any kind? Ah, gotcha. Okay, so we gave him about 10. We're about 25% done. Daddy cat, I don't need more of you. You've already been poorly behaved. What's in here? What's through the worm tunnel? This is a very large farm. Or planet, I suppose. Ranch? Yeah, that's the term. This is a large ranch. Now, alright, there's no point collecting the chickadoos. Oh, we can now get sprinting boots that are better. The game's trying to tell us, hey, dumbass, upgrade your stuff. You can feed the big slime smaller slimes? Oh, can you? That's pretty cool if so. I will test that out. Is cannibalism encouraged? Okay, it says danger. Let's go check what this is. What's so dangerous about this place? There is nothing here except a dead end. I suppose a dead end is pretty dangerous. I could get lost. No, sadly. Oh, that's unfortunate. Oh, there's a cat. I assume the cat is just like the big pink, except you can only feed it meat. So while I'm here... Oh. Is that a motherfucking cube? Cubery. I think I found my new favorite food group. Minecraft. The slime gives a key for that door. Okay, so that's why you're encouraged to pop them. Got it. Nothing we can do about that yet, but that's very funny. Roll my dice. Oh, did that say that on the tooltip? I didn't quite read that in time. That's hilarious. They would be very, very good natural dice. Big Dice doesn't want you to know this, but cubes are a naturally spawning thing. Don't let them know you know. They will try to assassinate you. Okay, now, what are we collecting? I mean, I guess we can take the hand. Grow the cuberies. Okay, so you see. We do eventually need to collect more slimes on our farm. Rather than just more and more types of food. So for now, I will feed them into this bad boy. But we will eventually grow the cuberies. We only have 6 slots. We can't have 3 of those just being a resource. Listen to this, kids. If you eat too much, you explode. Oh yeah, it's like there was what was it, Matilda, I think, where one of the kids got an entire giant cake and ate all of it. I don't think he blew up, actually. I think I'm getting 2 different stories confused. It's been a long time, believe it or not, since I've listened to and or read. Okay, I won't bother collecting these. We grow these at home. Slimes will eventually eat me. And one of them just produced some manure for me, and one of them just signed their own death warrant. The duality of man. Fire VTS? Apologies, I don't know what Fire VTS is, but welcome, Corn. How are you today? You two, I brought you some food. Just kidding, got them. Got them. Broke their ankles. They actually thought they were getting fed for once. This is like every time I walk into the basement. Oh, when are we getting food? Oh, I'm hungry. I'm cold. My knees are still broken. Oh, hey, mods, we have 5 people who just rocked up and would like to sacrifice their kneecap privileges. Funny that 5 of them showed up all at once. The slime doesn't explode into slimy bits. I have no way of knowing. We'll find out soon. So yeah, mods, please revoke their kneecap privileges. We are running short on food, so please repurpose them. This is a nice pre-stream, but when's LobCorp starting? I could mix it up in like an hour or two and play just a little bit of LobCorp. Like one day. You know, like never let them know your next move. I am kind of lightly obsessed, but if I do that, I will keep procrastinating drawing LobCorp characters. Alucard, Shadow will have just almost banned you. You've got to be careful of those, man. If you're indistinguishable from the scammers, you will just also get banned. Alrighty, we have a lot of food. Let's go see if we can make the fat ass blow. I should have phrased that better. It was the same link too. Yeah, basically, functionally the same link. So do be careful of that one, sir. You saw a link and almost banned him? Exactly, that's what I'm saying. It's gonna happen one of these days, and I won't unban you. Until the end of the stream. I'll let you learn the consequence. The arm has more edible meat than the leg, even though it looks more meat. Yeah, that is... I'm pretty sure... Yeah, that's the case because outside of the thigh, the leg is basically completely inedible, from what I remember. Like, the thigh, depending on how you're built... I shouldn't be discussing the logistics of this, but I remember reading about this. Oh. Oh, and we get a... No, that's a special type of hen. A stony hen. Interesting. And then we have a key as well. Yes, please correct me, Mummy South. I mean, you have control over my disgusted face, if you want correction. Hello, Takas. Hello, Sam. How are you? How are you? Thighs and calves? Yeah, I think that's the case. You can eat those. Outside of that, it's kind of just, like, bone and muscle. Oh, and speaking of, you gave me cat ears. Of course the Fartooth fan would know about thighs. You got me, okay? Guilty as charged, guilty as charged. I'm not going to resist arrest. You are just factually correct. I mean, correction as in plap plap. The closest I have to that is a button on my Elgato Stream Deck that says, clap, clap, get pregnant, get pregnant. No idea what that does. Sorry to tell you. I've always been worried about pressing it, you know? You never know, you never know. Could do anything. There's no way to know. Okay, now we should be able to afford some higher walls for the pink slimes. I'll sell their goo first, just to make sure. Oh yeah, we absolutely do, just so that they don't escape, I mean. South making mpreg, what are you talking about? Oh, never mind, I'm glad I checked. We absolutely do not have enough to afford that. I completely misremembered the cost. So, friends, I have some bad news for you. You get to go explore the great beyonds. All of you came straight back. Rat bastards. They're so unappreciative. I send them on a once-in-a-lifetime adventure, and they say, no, I want to sit inside and watch Netflix. So if you don't want to go on an adventure, we can send you to South's Swimming Academy. Average artist moment. Can you draw him giving birth? That's how gravity works? Yeah, but it can't be my fault. So it has to be theirs, you know? If that's how gravity is supposed to work, that would imply it's my fault. Quick, mods, ban that guy. Don't worry, you're safe, you're on YouTube. Alrighty, let's just keep exploring. I assume there's a way more efficient way to do what I'm doing. Rather than sprinting back and forth. But I'm having fun. Gravity in this game seems less like Earth's. I mean, this is canonically a different world. That would make sense. It would be understandable, you know? Alrighty, we have plenty of plot, so let's start grabbing a few pink slimes. Let's start trying to get a few things automated. The slimes long for death. Maybe that should be your fan name then, the Slimes. I was unironically considering if I should ever make a fan name. Stalkers is a funny fan name. I was also considering Kumpai, the plural of compass. But then I listened to myself say that. And I thought, oh wait, maybe not. Hey, all of you bots who got banned, try shilling on YouTube. There's no mods there. I'm technically my own YouTube mod, so I would just take care of them. I would just need to click out of the game, and that would be awkward. That made me go, awkward. And then decapitate them. Band name is actually a good band name. I'm actually pretty sure there is a band named band name. People have made that joke before. But you are correct. That's a very memorable name. And then your first track should be Untitled Album, Untitled Song 1. There is one YouTube mod. Yes, you're correct. Chow is a YouTube mod. But he very rarely shows up for long because my stream time doesn't work well for him. Which is very, very fair. Alrighty, pink slimes, in you go. Why did one of you just almost bounce out? And here you go. Plenty of food. Plenty of food. Oh, great. Yeah, sorry, Nugget. You got sniped. Your idea was... The game was rigged from the start. That's the truth. That's the cold, hard truth. Alrighty, let's keep grabbing their plorts. Welcome, Alucard. How you doing, man? How you doing? First... Mods, time that guy out. He's lying. Let him experience the joys of skateboarding and hitting himself in the shins, except without the skateboard. That sounds My idea got JFK'd. Yeah, it's unfortunate, but you do sometimes... Yeah, words. You do sometimes just get JFK'd, you know? Yep, Shadow took the shot. Good man. Good soldier. Your mum's lying, Mr. South. Okay, so once again, you see, if you're specifying South, you shouldn't specify Mr. Because South is indeed female. I know, crazy fact. Scooter hitting shins be upon you. I know, right? The true mean-spirited curse. Worse than any French. Posture check. Oh, thanks for checking in on me, Star Knight. My posture is fine, but I appreciate you, man. Okay, looks like starting the day refreshes their hunger. That's good stuff. That means we get way more free-range fertilizer. Collected straight into your backyard. Whether or not you paid for it. And you know what? We'll just keep sending you more and more fertilizer until you do decide to pay for it. And then we'll continue sending you more fertilizer. I hope you wake up in France. Mods, ban that guy. Permabanned. I never want to see his face again. Mr. is universal. Yeah, that's a good point, actually. No, don't worry, Hypnos. You're not actually getting permabanned. It's only a joke. Quick, while he's distracted, make it look like an accident. Send him to American France, parentheses, Canada. Why would you send someone to Canada? That's just mean. It's not bad enough that they have to speak French, they also have to be Canadian. How could you do this to them? Okay, pog fruit, you can eat that up, you can eat that up. Let's go check. There should be plenty of plorts down here. Maybe even a hen of them. Good stuff. The French are watching us. Yeah, like the spy from TS. The French are watching us. They haven't said anything yet because what we've been saying are just objective facts. So they can't really contest. They're waiting for us to stop saying facts and start using propaganda. But don't worry, I'm very careful. You are immune to propaganda. I've never lied to you. I never will. So you can just blindly trust everything I say. You don't need to think about, oh, is this accurate or not? I don't use propaganda. Why would I need propaganda? Like, think about that. Stop gaslighting yourself that I might be feeding you propaganda. I'm just looking out for you, because I know what's best. So you should just take my word for it, you know? There was a meme in Yugoslavia a decade ago about the immigrant experience in Canada. That's weird that it was in Yugoslavia specifically, but that's very, very funny. You mean British overthinking? Exactly. It's not gaslighting. It's British overthinking. I like the cut of your jib, sir. Propaganda? Yeah, propaganda does not exist. You're absolutely right. Propaganda is when British people take a really good look at something. Okay, wait, let's try this out. We have high walls. Let's see what happens. Can they now eat carrots? If so, that's very convenient. Yes, they can. Perfect. Oh, and they give both! Okay, that's actually really nifty. The downside is they can definitely escape, so we might need to enliven it real soon. Unless we can get a roof. We might be able to afford it. Maybe, maybe. The 5 minutes of goddamn fucking snowplower keeps moving. Keeps shoving it at my door. I've never had to use the snowplower. They are just not really a thing in Australia. Okay, now, kitties, can I trust you to behave if I dump a whole load of food into your pen? I'm hoping so. I'm really, really hoping. Okay, they're still hungry. We can feed them one. That propaganda joke was in a Badger vid. I mean, I make this propaganda joke very frequently, so chances are you saw it from me. Propaganda is when a British person takes a good look at something. Close them in, they eat everything. Yeah, I should be able to afford a net, so I can buy that now. A Plaid collector? Yeah, that does seem useful, but not letting my cats escape is more useful. So, for now, piss off, sir. For now, I will just make sure they're well fed and nicely contained. SCP-087 has breached containment and it is fucking balling on the basketball court. I haven't seen anything like this since Redacted. So yeah, realistically, this is part of the SCP franchise, right? There's a whole load of anomalies that I need to continue. My favorite propaganda is the government trying to convince us Australia exists. I know, right? They even hired me on as a paid actor. But hey, I'm not going to object to a paycheck and another job, you know? If anyone ever says they're from Australia, what they actually mean is they're a paid actor. So if you're looking to hire someone for a movie, they're just trying to advertise themselves. Can't you push the peanut dude over? You know what? They never tried that. They never tried that. Why don't you just break the peanut nut guy's kneecaps? He's only made out of rebar. Give me, like, 5 minutes and a strong baseball bat. I can make it happen. What's in Australia? I'm Australian. No, you're not, Alucard. You know what? Actually, Australian test. 13006555. What comes next? If you are Aussie, you will answer within 30 seconds. That's like a sleeper cell activation. Please hire me, Hollywood knife. Nope. Confirmed not Australian. Literally every Australian knows that. Like, 100% chance. You said that to any Australian, they will not hesitate. So, you're a fraud. Can't you just lay down? Yeah, how's he gonna reach you with his short, stubby arms? It's like a dinosaur. Just stay still and lay down. What are these SCP fools thinking? Actual skill issue. Okay, let's see if we can snag some more hen. Oh, they're attacking. Unfortunate. We don't need another stony hen. We need default hen. Yeah, have food. Oh, that's a music change. I assume that's an enemy. I assume this game will eventually have enemies, you know? Oh, never mind. Never mind. A solid tungsten bat is needed. Nah, I'm happy to take just regular aluminium, you know? I mean, technically, I am Australian, so I should say aluminium, but aluminum is just correct. This is a very, very rare American W when it comes to linguistics. It is actually just aluminum. Because an American discovered and named the element. And then the British were like, oh, well, no, all of our other elements sound like this, so we're just going to call it aluminium. Like, no, the British are actually wrong about this one. Yay, tar time. I don't see any tar. I assume it would be very noticeable, so I guess they left. If you lay down in front of the peanut, he might just step on you or something. Man, you're a freak for real, for real. You want me to show you my thighs? Will that make you feel better? Our greatest enemies are Cells and South's Booba. It keeps distracting people. Yeah, they are my greatest assets, you know? What you gonna do about it? You fool. My ultimate technique. Okay, there's a whole bunch of baby hens. Now we have some money to collect. If he's Aussie, he doesn't answer because he doesn't have internet. You know what? You got me. Maybe Alucard is Aussie and is just confused. Talking telepathically. Alucard, are you actually watching the stream or are you just guessing what I'm gonna say while you try to get your internet to load? We sacrifice you. You're not sacrificing me. I'm not letting that happen. Your thighs are your greatest assets. Yeah, exactly. That's why I keep them hidden. They're too powerful. Stop placing you in things you fancy. No. So you understand. In that instance, Britain is correct. This is what I mean when I say it's a rare American linguistic W. It's a very rare linguistic W for America. In the other way, Britain is correct. The U is correct. It's just that. Don't take your one win and decide you need to go for an own goal. We should try sending Newt to Melting Love. What, right now? I'm not playing lobotomy. Does this look like Lobotomy Corp to you? Like, if this was Lobotomy Corp, you'd see some weird kind of pink slime abomination. And there's obviously not one on screen right now. Color aluminium. No, I'll give you aluminum. But it is color with a U. I don't know what to tell you, Chief. It is color with a U. They do keep breaking containment. Yeah, that is a good point. They have been breaking containment. They're silly little guys like that. The extra letters are annoying. Fair enough, I suppose. We'd also get to see Gabura. Okay, so you see, there are already some amazing thighs you have access to. They don't need to be Gabora's, they could also be mine. I guess so, saying color is funny. I mean, it's pronounced the same way regardless. Yeah, let's ditch some carrots, pick up some hens, just in case we need them later. Oh wait, we can feed them to the big cat. That's right. Let's go find Mr. Big Cat. I'm sure he's around here somewhere. Gabura's thighs is superior. How dare you? How dare you? Do you know what you're saying? Color without the O is pretty cursed. That's very funny, Colin. That's actually really funny. Okay, you know what? I don't need the hens. Oh, the music is changing. I'm going to assume this is the tar. Yeah. And they eat other slimes. Okay, so it is a self-managing problem. That's really good to know. They don't actually appear all that dangerous, but I am happy to murder them, so, you know, you win some more. Alright, we're collecting the chickens to feed the cat that's right here. Whoopsie, whoopsie. That's fine, there's plenty of cat claws as well, so let me just go collect them. I do hear an enemy. Where is the slime guy? Oh, there you are. Hello, my good sir. Let me reassign your kneecap privileges to the ocean. Cute model. Hey, thank you, River Stratus. Welcome, welcome. How you doing, man? Why add another letter that's like adding a silent E to every word? Okay, so we were disagreeing, and then you insulted the French. So you know what? I'm now on your side. When it's against the French, we can find common ground. Isn't that a magical thing? There is a way to kill tar if you get the water gun upgrade. That sounds very expensive and funny, but I also can just kill tar by throwing them off the map, so I'm not too worried. But no, River, I'm glad you like my model. The artist did a really phenomenal job. If you want to check them out, I did actually add a little section in my About page with all of the credits. So please do check them out if you're interested. They do really fantastic work, but shockingly cheap. And they're a very, very lovely lady. Aluminum and aluminium are different, I get that. Yeah, this is a case of, it is a rare American W. It is just aluminum. They are correct. Did you never set up exclamation point artist? No. You understand that that is too complex. You understand that I'm kind of stupid, right? Oh, I meant to give you guys food. I instead shot you with a... Lords. How's the Slime Rancher going? It's going pretty well. I've only just started the game. I still don't really know what I'm doing. But I'm collecting money, and it's a very chill game, so I am having a lot of fun. Even though I'm probably doing everything very, very wrong. Okay, now we should be able to set up an auto port collector. Auto feeder is not really a problem yet. I can see there would be benefit to that later, though. What does Hot Wheels do? Test it yourself. Hot Wheels is like head pat, except on my chest area. That's all you need to know. That's all you need to know. By adding you to color just waste some time. Time is money in this economy. Least capitalist American, but... You're under 10... You know what? Just for you guys. Okay, watch closely, watch closely. I'll show off Hot Wheels. Is everybody ready? Is everybody ready? There you go. There's Hot Wheels. That's what that does. Now you know. Don't worry, I will eventually remember who doesn't know what it is and stop giving freebies. So there, you got it for free. Are you satisfied? Are you satisfied? Right, it's about to be nighttime. Let's go back. Let's have a sleep. Lamau. Yeah. Yeah, so it's Pat except for a different area. Oh, yes, Chris. That is what Hot Wheels does. I call it Hot Wheels because people spent like 2 weeks joking about playing Hot Wheels on my booba. I don't know why. It's beyond me. But hey, it's stuck, so I figured, hey, look, let's just, I was using that to just test that the thing I was setting up was working, and it did, so I've left it for now. People kept making jokes about South's Booba as a racetrack. Yeah, exactly. Thank you for providing the context. Okay, I did miss with some of my money gathering. That's unfortunate. You might even call it a rack. Short for racetrack. Understandable. You want them to flap like Dumbo's ears. Yeah, that's, not happening. Not happening. That's what it does? Yeah. I can't buy bread without a dent in my wallet. If that's genuine, man, you should look for a higher paying job. Unless you're talking like really tiny, unnoticeable dent. But if buying a loaf of bread is something that's financially unattainable to you, bread is like the cheapest food. I don't mean this in a mean-spirited way or anything. It's just a case of, if that is genuinely a problem you're having, please do try to find a way to fix it. Because that sounds really, really rough, and I hope everything goes well for you. Make the bread yourself. I mean, I assumed you were gonna make a joke about my ass, so you know what? I guess that's an improvement. I'll take it. Plenty of money. We're up to 700. Yippee! Okay, let's go over here. Let's add an auto collector. Have you considered stealing? I recommend stealing. Yeah, you know what? If you unironically do not have food and cannot afford, like, a packet of macaroni, do what you gotta do, okay? I'm not gonna say that's, like, the moral correct thing to do. Just, like, take care of yourself. Make roti, easy peasy. I don't know what roti is. Apologies. South's ass is just a bakery. You've never seen my ass, so how would you know that? None of you have ever seen my model from behind. You are just lying. As if I have college, I'm a wage slave. Based. Sorry everyone. I've been congestion-free all day, and then as soon as I start streaming, my body decides to play an epic prank. I sure do love my allergies. Like layered flatbread. That sounds absolutely miserable. Never mind. Hardtack for the truly desperate. Yeah, that... You know what? Calling it layered flatbread fits, then. Hardtack is already for the... Like... Hardtack is already for the desperate. If you have to go extreme hardtack, my sympathies. Congrats on 1.5k subs. Hey, thanks, Chow. And just to clarify, because I feel the need, given events, he is talking about YouTube subs. Thankfully for my heart. But yeah, no, thank you so much, man. I've been there for a while. I'm not too worried about that stuff, but I'm very, very thankful for everyone who's subscribed. I'm glad people... I know I've, like, kind of stopped producing videos. In the near future, I'm planning to go back to only streaming probably 3 or 4 times a week and also working on videos. But for now, I really just want to enjoy streaming a bit longer, you know? Finishing college with a 90% chance to work physical labor for a good chunk. Hey, look, physical labor, it does kind of suck in a lot of ways, but it also pays very well. For example, if you're an Australian, you can earn 120k a year, entry level, by doing mining. It's not even that dangerous. It's very intensive, but it's not like super dangerous or anything. And it pays really, really well. So if you're willing to do that, the downside is you do have to move to Western Australia. 1.5k subs, that's a lot out of your life to pay attention to them. What do you think? What do you think I'm, like, tallying them? Marking down who hasn't subscribed against my viewer list. No offense, I don't pay attention to the subscribers individually. Outside of a few exceptions, who are people I happen to, like the content of, and then seeing their name pop up on my subscription feed, may have made me squee, very audibly. Just woken up. Hey, good morning, Chow. Hope you slept well. Who else remembers being promised that college was a route to a secure career and a future? Yeah. Epic prank, bro. Haha, we got you good. But no, don't worry, Anna. Things may suck now, but I promise you, you will eventually be in a much better spot. It'll take some time. The economy is in a bit of a bad position right now, globally. It's not even just local. It's not even just whichever country you live in. Things will eventually improve. That's not to say we've hit the bottom and it's all up from here, but don't worry. Things will get better. I'm on track to be a welder. I mean, welding is a good job. It pays very well. Physical labor here pays like shit. You only earn 900. I mean, it depends what kind of labor you do. And it depends how many people are, shall we say, not so skilled and having to rely on physical labor. And that's, like, again, not an indictment of it. I think physical labor is a great thing, and it's one of the most impressive things you can do. You're dedicating your body to getting stronger. You help other people by building things. That's very, very gnarly. But yeah, sometimes it is low-skilled work in the sense of a lot of it people can pick up very quickly if they need to. So depending on the economic situation, there might be an oversupply. You thought I would double down and say everything was just going, it won't get any better. No, trust me. I make a lot of jokes about a lot of topics. With stuff like that, I have lived it myself. Things will get better. They will improve. You will eventually find a reason to be happy, so please do stick with it. Survive on 3 cups of ramen a day, great. Yeah, I've recently been moving while I'm between jobs, trying to keep my daily food budget to $9 to $10 AUD a day. Best I can. Because oftentimes I eat because I'm bored, not because I'm hungry. I want to trim up and lose the last couple kilos I've put on in time for the Spectre cosplay when that finally arrives. So hey, it's like a double whammy. I save money and I lose a bit of weight. Golly, I'm never going back. I never hit rock bottom. I mean, look, you can make ramen taste pretty good, and it is very cheap, so there are lots of benefits. That being said, please do make sure you splurge a little, like, even if it's just a couple bucks on something that'll make you happy. Splurge once in a while, you know? You do have to enjoy life. You won't regret having fun. That's not to say take $1,000, walk into a casino, and say, I'm doubling down until I'm a millionaire or out of money. There is a line, but like, if you can, try to, from time to time, find something you can do that just makes you happy. You won't regret it. Many people doing physical labor are going to the West because they earn like 5 times the wage. Yes. Absolutely. It's also, for example, tech. There are a lot of Indians in Australian tech, and I don't mean that in a racist way, that's me just... 90% of my co-workers have been Indian. And the reason for that is Australian tech pays decently well and is relatively easy, and then you earn a lot of money when you take into account the exchange rate. So they can very comfortably buy a house, send a lot of money back to their families at home if they need to, and just generally have an excellent... So it's a case of they can earn way more money by coming to Australia and doing a bit of tech work than they could in India. Oh, you ate? I wanted that. Have you killed the pink Gordo? Yes, I did blow him up earlier. He got too fat and committed, alignment. With egg and salt. I mean, I've never had salted mee goreng. That sounds kind of miserable. But if you're having fun, I guess that's what matters, you know? South makes us happy. We'll spend some when I get a proper job. T1 for the encouragement. You really don't need to spend money on me. The great thing about things like Twitch, while obviously it does make me very happy, I won't ever lie about that stuff. Receiving money makes me very happy, because the idea that someone liked my content enough that they wanted to give me money is insanely flattering. And that's why I'm really bad at dealing with positive emotions, and why I've cried a couple of times on stream. But this content's free, and I also just really enjoy all of your company. So, that's the wonderful thing about things like this. You can get it for absolutely free. I will be just as happy if you say to me one day, hey, I got a job, I've been saving up for a bit, and I treated myself to a really nice restaurant. And the food there was delicious. Or maybe even, oh, I bought a car. It's a little bit beaten up. Or even it's a Ferrari. I'll be very happy for you. Free content? Exactly. The content is free. I have $20 in my wallet, then that's perfect. This and free-to-play games, you are the ideal customer. There's plenty of content out there you can get for free. So please make sure you save up. It's important, if you can, try to get just a couple hundred in savings. I know that'll take a while. I'm not talking like tomorrow I want you to have 500 bucks. Obviously that would be the ideal situation, but let's be realistic, that's not happening. But if you can, just try to save up so you have just a little bit in savings, you know? Just in case of an emergency. So you don't need to worry about how would I take care of myself if something goes wrong. But you will get there one way or another. So don't worry too much about it. Life has a way of working itself out. Just if you can, if you're ever in dire financial stress, do everything you can to avoid taking on debt you can't pay. It's not even just a case of, oh, how will I repay this? There have been studies shown, I forget the name of the studies, apologies, so this is a case of source, trust me, bro. But there have been studies shown that having debt that you don't know how you're going to pay that back is roughly as bad for your cognitive ability and how much fun you have day to day as not sleeping for 2 days. So just for the sake of your health, please make sure you do what you can to avoid debt. Some people are fine with it. That's not everyone. That's on average. Either I work in college or be happy and party. Both end up with me working an office job for the rest of your life. I understand it can seem really hopeless. I remember what it was like when I was in college back in fucking 1642. The feeling of, man, this is really bullshit. You have to... I still agree, it's very bullshit. You have to work all of your life for very little money, doing a lot of jobs that just... At the end of the day, they don't mean anything. No one gets helped. Nothing important happens. But it's not as bad as you're thinking. And if you do save and spend carefully... And I'm not saying, by the way, I'm not saying don't have fun. You very much should have fun. But if you spend carefully, you can have plenty of fun. And then also set yourself up for something really amazing. The economy's definitely not in the best spot so far. So I understand if it feels hopeless. But for what it's worth, there's definitely a way forward. So even if you just... And a good way to think about it is this way. If you save up like $5 a month, or $5 a week if you can, eventually you can treat yourself to like a trip to Japan, or a nice car, or a massage, or a lady in the red light district if that's your kind of thing. You can find something nice, and a lot of people that's experiences. For some people that's things. For me it's not really things. But you can find something very nice that'll make you very happy. And then you'll also know that you're very secure, so if an emergency happens, you don't need to worry. If your car breaks down, you can get it fixed. You need to go to the mechanic, you can get it fixed. If you have a hospital bill or a dental bill, you don't have to worry about, oh, will I just die, or can I actually afford this? And you can still have lots of nice things. It takes some time, and it feels really hopeless at first, but the more progress you make, the more you'll notice it making a difference. Currently... For example, if I hadn't been so careful with savings for quite a few years, I would not be streaming right now. Because I would have to find another job. I couldn't afford to say, hey, you know what? I still have a part-time job. I can just work that and relax for a bit. But I have enough in savings that the little bit of interest I earn each month is enough to cover all of my expenses. So working that part-time job, I'm still saving just a little bit of money. The number is still just slightly going up. Not by much, only by like 50 to 100 bucks a week. But that's just so much peace of mind. And it means I can give this whole content thing a shot and just try out. And even though, obviously, I don't ever think I'll be able to do this full time, I get to have fun and try it out. And that's a massive privilege that every day I'm very thankful. I can go to Japan right now, just gotta speak Japanese. If you're going to Tokyo, you'd actually be very surprised how little Japanese you need. I went to Tokyo. I can sort of pronounce Japanese because I've learned a few Japanese songs, but I cannot read it outside of a tiny handful of characters. I can sort of read sometimes. And that was helpful a few times on the train. But if you stick to Tokyo or Kyoto, basically everything there is designed with tourists in mind. If you stay on like the relative main paths, if you're not going, oh, I want to find a rundown hole in the wall. 10 kilometers outside of Tokyo that's been visited by 7 people in the last 40 years. Obviously that's not set up for tourists, but most of Tokyo is. So if you do have the means, for what it's worth, now is a generationally good time to visit Japan, because the Japanese yen is very, very weak compared to most. Tokyo is full of tourists, so don't worry. Yeah, exactly. The reason for that is because the yen is just so comparatively weak right now. Now, like, it might get better in the future as well. But Japan still hasn't really raised their prices, and their dollar has gotten a lot weaker. So everything for you is a lot cheaper. Or a really expensive hour at the casino. Look, if you'll have fun with that, there's no shame in that. Some people actively enjoy gambling. It's not even a case of, oh, I think I can win money. Just if you ever do walk into a casino, your expectation should be, you will walk out with nothing. You are paying for an experience. You are not making money. You are just having fun, the highs and the lows. And at the end of the day, you will leave there with literally nothing. The hole in the walls are very fun. Next time I go to Japan, I definitely do want to see if I can find a nice hole in the wall. I sort of stuck to the beaten track, even though I did end up accidentally, staying near the red light district, shall we say. Which was a bit of an oopsie on my part. But I still had a lot of fun, you know? Oh, Slime Rancher, I love this game. Hello, Light, how are you? Yes, this is Slime Rancher. This is a very, very chill game. I'm loving it so far. Let's actually make one more tap, you know? Here you go, sir. Eat that at your own leisure. I have faith in you. You'll get there eventually. Gambling addicts when they encounter a gacha game player. They're not prepared for our power level. They don't know how to handle it. I put a hole in my wall once. Yep, no, that unironically happens. Unironically. Arcus can speak Thailandese. Yeah, you're right. I can speak Thai. I can also speak muffled. Check the star mail as a chance for good items. Oh, I thought that was just lore. I'll check that out. Thanks for letting me know. But yeah, a lot of people, especially on the internet, have a very negative view on violence. And I completely get that. Violence is scary, violence is very often bad, and you shouldn't go out swinging and beat someone up. But feeling the urge, or having moments of weakness, that just makes you human. It is in our genetics to get angry at things and want to punch them. It's still against the law, and you still shouldn't do it. But that doesn't mean there's anything wrong with you, you know? Most is law, but some items can be given to you. Okay, so I did read it correctly. But there's an RNG chance to get something good out of it. Isn't it? Star Mail is part of the speed run. What? So let me guess, you just like reset the day again and again and again until you get enough things from Star Mail to win. Rock Slime plort is on the rise. Get some. Sure, I'll get some rock slimes. And I'll disable my pink slime. I'll press the no more pink slimes button. Hey Tarkus, are you in Sydney by chance? I was in Sydney. But no. I am in New South Wales though. I live in Canberra. Why do you ask? I assume you're also Australian. Or are you just interested? I've done more than punch, but I legally need to say it was self-defense. Again, that is, I won't go into it because some of the stories I have are quite dark, but that is also natural. I have picked up boxing as a hobby, and that's really helped me. It's a bit of an expensive hobby, unfortunately. Boxing gyms can be very, very costly. But that has massively helped me sort of get those desires out of the way safely. In a consensual way. Violence is a question and the answer is yes? Yeah. I often make that joke. Violence is not the answer. It's the question. The answer's yes. But no, as long as you're actually just not randomly assaulting people, it's fine, you know? It's very, very normal to feel those urges. But no, I was actually up in Sydney, Hypnos, for the convention. We had SmashCon. That's why I had a day where I streamed for like 30 seconds in there. Oh, I have never actually had Malaysian. I can guarantee that's not the case. I can guarantee I have not eaten at that chain. Because I've never had Malaysian. But I have actually been on the lookout. I don't really drink alcohol often. But there's some very cheap plum wine that I had once at a restaurant. And it was just absolutely amazing. I want to see if I can find it again. They're a drunk goober, all good. Oh yeah. If it's self-defense, by the way. A lot of people are like, oh, you can't stoop to their level. No, if someone swings on you and you swing back at them, if they didn't want to get swung at, they shouldn't have swung at you, you know? Oh, that's the auto sucker. I was very confused by that. Ah, yes, the FBI tax stream. What do you mean FBI tax? I'm not on a watch list. You're not on a watch list either. It's like, will you marry me? And then you proceed to, yes! Yes! Just get super aggressive about it. Alrighty, let's actually see what our slime key can unlock. This is the turn of a new day. We have plenty of money if we need it. Go find out. We don't really need any more slimes for now. Not really worth anything. Let's go check out the danger zone. 10 reasons to pay your taxes. Oh, right, you were referring to the stream I did, sorry. Even though I'm taking it slower today and a bit more mentally cognizant as a result, I'm still a little stupid, as I'm sure you all know. The IRS fumbles tax things in the US. Actually, less than you'd expect. The IRS, for the most part, for every dollar in funding the IRS receives, they generate $6 in tax revenue. The IRS is actually pretty good at the job. The problem is, when the IRS's funding is cut, that gives them less of an ability to go after wealthy people who can afford tax lawyers. So, the number of people in the lower classes getting audited stays the same, but the amount of money they have to splurge and go after an individual high spender who can fight it with a tax lawyer massively decreases. Whoopsie. Okay, we didn't fall to our deaths. That's good. Hopefully they let me parkour back up. Yep, the game took that into account. Maybe. Come on, let me up, let me up. Oh, I'm stuck underneath. Next time you're ever at Sydney, look for Papa Rich and try the food. Oh, if you could, please jot that down in suggestions. I will forget, but I'd love to check it out. I broke someone's bone not saying more. That's fine, that's fine. It's not ideal, but the human body is surprisingly fragile. Expensive hobby. Boxing plus buying swords plus having containers of Nvidia plus buying Monkey JPEG. I only do 2 of those. I only do 2. Do you happen to know what the hell is a pendulum summon? Pendulum summons are the reason I quit Yu-Gi-Oh! So, yes. I thought, man, this is kind of BS and unfun. And then I stopped playing the game. So, yes, I do know what a pendulum summon is. Why are we asking Tarkus about Yu-Gi-Oh? I don't know. This is kind of a chill yapping stream, you know? Ooh, oh no, this is just a stony hen. I don't care. Yuck, pendulum summons. Understandable. Very, very understandable. Oh, the red and blue thingy. Oh, you were just literally trying to remember what they are. Yeah, they're the red and blue thing. Saying the word expensive around me just makes me say no, it doesn't matter what. It actually does depend. Like, I don't think expensive, but for example, buying a $5 pair of shoes versus buying a $50 pair of shoes. It'll be worth it in the long run to get the $50 pair of shoes. In most circumstances, they will just last longer because they're higher quality. But there is a limit to that. Treasure pod is locked. Okay. I play Monarchs specifically to go against the crazy special summoning stuff. So I played, like, I quit when 5Ds was new. So I don't know the words you're spitting, Magic Man. Oh, there's this yarn ball. Let's take that back home. What kind of swords are in your collection currently? I have one two-hander, one one-hander that's a bit dull. But I don't really have any reason to sharpen it. Quite a few knives, and a shield, and some armor. But not like pro armor, some very cheap armor. I own a sword made by my father. That's really cool. Oh, there's a lava slime. That's nifty. Let me actually put down the yarn. We don't need cuberies. Let's grab the lava guy. I assume, what could go wrong with a lava slime, you know? Let's actually just feed him and steal his poop. Yay, slime toy. Yeah, they look really nifty. Oh, they got caught on. There you are. Let's steal your poop and then grab the slime toy. Oh, you generated 2. Interesting. It's just I got a cool card on a... Oh, you got a booster pack card that says Pendulum Summon. Understandable, understandable. Hello? Hello, FluxVR! How are you doing today, man? Thanks for coming by. Hope you're having a fantastic day. Almost said a fantastic day. It's not June, so you don't have to be having a fantastic day. Slimes can generate 2 ports by getting fed a food they love. Okay. Okay, that explains why there's so many types when so far everything has either been vegetarian, omnivore, or carnivore. That makes sense. Briar Hen is Faye from the Bloom Slime. Ah, gotcha, thank you. I watched one Let's Play of this like 5-10 years ago, and I haven't seen anything about it since. I actually forgot I owned the game. Returning to the greatest card game, Magic the Gathering. Okay, how do I get out of here? I think I'm trapped. And look, MTG, I had a lot of fun with things like Friday Night Drafts. I didn't really like any of the other game modes. This wasn't really my kind of thing. But no shame at all. Go to the slide? There's a slide? Where's the slide at? Definitely not there. This is my first time exploring this place. I quit when every card had a Bible written under it as an effect. Yeah, that was what made me, what really made me quit was they swapped to a set of, 3 color cards instead of 2 color cards, and that was just unironically too much for me. If the slimes killed you, would they just consume you? No, they would vor you and then spit you out back home. You'd be very sick. Draft is fun, much like a roguelike. Oh shit, they're onto me. Look, it's one of those things where, similar to my interest in thighs aesthetically, I've just gradually realized over time, hey, most of the games I get obsessed with are roguelikes. You should try to get to the cave area. I will keep exploring the ranch. I think we are actually on the way back home. No. Wait, is this the door we came from, or is this the door we were just at? Okay, wrong way. Go to the 2 balls behind you. Okay, wait. The 2 balls behind you. Thank you, by the way. I am kind of lost. Okay, so I'll go back to here. I think this is about where it was. I'll stand here facing this way. Is it that way towards the big pink slime? Back this way. Towards the cuberies. Apologies and thank you. Yeah, this way? Okay. Now let's look for... Ooh, pick up another one. No, I'm taking this with me. No! No. Don't you eat those. I need those. Nope, no. Mine. Bastards. Left? Okay, left, so like this way. Balls are supposed to appear in front of you, not in front of me. What does that mean? I'm stuck. There we go. Okay, they really like the ball. This is good stuff. No! I keep clicking wrong. There we go. Let them eat the poop. No, I need to sell it on the black market. Okay, this is where I came from. But I'm not sure how to get back up. Maybe this way. Maybe you can just parkour up or something. I do not see this mythical slide. Left and there are 2 balls to get on the bigger one. So do you just like jump up here? Is that what you're talking about? Or is it further this way? Towards the raccoon. Interesting. I didn't know Honkai Star Rail was collaborating years before it was made with an indie dev who made slime. Alright, it's 5 AM. No worries, Nugget. Thanks for coming by. You can get to the teleporter easier. If there is a teleporter, that would be very, very appreciated. I'm kind of lost. But yeah, sleep well, Nugget. Sleep well, man. It's great to have you here. Okay. I'm going to assume if I go this way long enough... You know what? I'm going to give up on the slime toy. That way I can move faster. Do you have a jetpack? No, I've only kind of just started. Kind of brutal that they outright just lock you out. No, keep the toy. It makes... Oh. It makes a loud noise. Maybe it's back this way. Maybe I'll be in the next stream. No worries at all if you're busy, but it'll be great to see you again. If you do happen to come by. I mean, I imagine I'll eventually just pass out. Take the brown slime called Hunter. Oh, where's the brown slime? Sorry, I think there's quite a stream delay. You mean the raccoon one, right? He's rare AF. I think he's already gone. Yeah, looks like he's already gone. Sorry, friend. He appears to have despawned. I'll check back this way because I don't actually remember where he was. I think he was somewhere back this way. Yeah, looks like he's gone. Unfortunate. He must have ran away when he saw mine. Sterling good looks. He can go invisible, but is still there. How am I supposed to find him if he's invisible? Remember to feast on your slimes? Why would I eat them? Okay, yeah, I'm going to assume the tars kill. I have reappeared. Welcome back, Redstone. Goodbye, chat. Goodbye, Nugget. Sleep well, man. Okay, I did an oopsie. That's fine. There we go. Wait, no, stop that. Stop that. You come here. Where'd you go? There you are. Have I installed mods? No, I have not. I've only just really downloaded the game. I know nothing about it. If I do stream this in the future, though, I'd love to play multiplayer with people. This is a very, very chill game. Alright, never mind. Oh, are you staying? Understandable, man, understandable. No worries if you can't sleep. That's perfectly natural. Okay, there's more tars. Bye-bye. Remember to feast on your slimes. Did you already say that, or did you say that again? You already said that. 5 AM, definitely time to sleep. Have fun. Hey, sleep well, Hypnos. You guess you're staying? Fair enough, fair enough. Okay, I have no idea where I'm going. All of these people can die though. Oh, there he is, there he is. Let's get rid of these bad boys. We have a hunter slime. You were right, he was still around. Too tired to fall asleep. Confusing but understandable. I have unfortunately been there. I have chronic insomnia. Do you have Discord? Yes, but I don't tend to Discord people when I'm streaming. I appreciate the offer. Thank you very much, though. Oh, I guess we're going this way now. I'm sure I'll find a way up eventually. Treasure pod is locked. We've been here before. Let's just keep schmoo. We do have the hunter slime, though. You were correct. He was still around. So me getting lost was in some ways a boon. You could show you my screen. Ah, that makes more sense. I appreciate that, but I won't take you up on that this time just because if I did, it would break something with my current setup. But thank you so much for the offer, man. I am so lost. Why did they make this such a nightmare to escape from? It's fine. Ah, no, seriously though, I do appreciate it. That's very kind of you. Hey, no, this was the treasure area. I guess it must be somewhere to my left. All of this was a dead end. I guess it's somewhere over here. Oh, we're back with the water slime. I remember this bad boy. And last time you said I was going the wrong direction. So good to know we've come back to the wrong direction. This is where we came from. This is where we came out. Is there an easy way back up? Looks like no. Maybe it's to the left. Maybe this is the left you were talking about. This is where I just came from. There's lots of Discord in a South's community spread between Magical Girl and bee fans. Bee fans eating very badly. I do not like the bee. Oh, wait. There we go. It's right from the middle. One sec. I think I might have just found a way out, maybe? Maybe? No, this is the other door. Sorry, let me go back to the water slime. We'll use him as a point of reference. Okay, so... left, middle, or right? Click M? Oh, okay. Okay, that's cool, that's cool. Is there a way to teleport? Looks like no. This is guiding me to a dead end, though, because directly in front of me is the way I came from, and I can't go back that way. Gonna go warm up some ramen. Hey, have fun, Nugget! Sometimes eating and just moving a bit will make you tired again. There should be a teleporter more up, so like about here where my mouse is. Wait, can you see my mouse? I suppose that's an important question that I probably should have figured out a while ago. Or up? So like, this far up, or? Just to check, there's a bit of a stream delay, so I'll give you a second to respond. And thank you for the help. Even more! Okay, so it's like really, really far up. I'll actually just head this way then. Hopefully I don't get penalized too hard for not sleeping. Hello, chat. Hello, darling! How are you doing, man? Good to see you again. Jump scare soon? Yeah, this thankfully is not a jump scare game. Even though it is very, very spooky. Okay. Yes, head this way. Okay, I think I'm doing it well then. No, can't make that jump. Found out about Adderall today and holy. Go in there. Oh, am I making the... Oh, honey slimes. These are cool. You know what? I don't really need heartbeats. Let's grab a honey slime. You guys are cool. There is another tunnel that I just somehow missed. Understandable. Let me grab another honey slime first. All I can do is sleep and eat, too sick for college and work. That sounds really unfortunate, man. I hope you feel better soon. Okay, so it was up from here. I've gotten so much done today. Just make sure you use it responsibly and in moderation, you know? Oh, so many honey slimes. These guys are really cute. These guys are really cute. Okay. It's somewhere around here. Let's just ignore the tar slime. Maybe it's this way? Without music vids or anything? I mean, for all we know, you could actually just, need Adderall. You could have undiagnosed ADHD. I'm in your Discord. Hey, welcome, welcome. If I get lost, I might take you up on that. Oh, I see. This is the teleporter. There we go. Yippee! And we're back home, and we can go straight back to sleep before we get punished. I've been done since years ago. It's a drug solution. Ah, gotcha. Thank you for the help, Phlox. Thank you so much. I would not have found that without you, so cheers, man. I'll go back for the toy. I'm just not going to do that. Make honey boom slimes. I would assume that they would escape, right? I'll sell the puddle slimes, but surely... Is there anything special I need to know about hunter slimes or honey slimes or boom slimes? You can buy toys later. Oh, so they're actually kind of rare. I can now see why people wanted me to take them. Makes me feel normal, totally not reference for Dream Mask. Look, there is just a chance you have unironic ADHD, okay? Nothing wrong with that at all. Okay, let's get rid of these, let's get rid of who we currently have. Let's get in a new batch of friends. Hunter slimes are a nightmare in early game. Okay, maybe we won't. Wait, is this just free? Oh, no. Oh, wow, that's, cannot afford that. Okay, so we won't worry about hunter slimes yet. We'll just get the honey slime. I didn't know I have AD-E. I'm not diagnosing you. I'm just saying there's a chance. Okay, honey slimes, rise up. Let's give you plort collector, an air net, so that you don't escape. In Daily Alley News, decided to buy myself cheap Cuban cigars for my grad paper celebration. I mean, hey, that's worth celebrating, so good on you, man. Honey Boom is very good and also buy music box. Okay, so if I buy the music box, they won't escape is what I'm saying. Currently, I can't afford it regardless, just because I'm broke. But, oh yeah, don't worry, I understood what you meant. And yeah, no, I'm not going back for the toy. Just in case there was any doubt, I'm not going back for the toy. I'll go back there eventually. If I find it again, I'll grab it. But that's not the current plan for today. And yeah, massive congrats on graduating, presumably. I know it's probably not guaranteed yet. But knowing you, you'll be fine. Oh, it's a basic toy. It's not worth that much. Gotcha. And you said get a music box, so we'll grab that. And you know what? I'll trust you. Let's feed these bad boys boom slime. Just a couple in case I need to dispose of them. In case I need to aliven to them. Oh, productivity issues with Adderall. Understandable. I mean, there is a non-zero chance that In fact, I would even say there's a relatively high chance I could probably, benefit from that kind of stuff. I just don't like going to the mental health doctor. They're gonna breed? Oh, did YouTube censor the word breed? I saw Twitch censoring Degenbrecher, the word degen earlier, so that's pretty funny. Oh, I see, yes, they will generate plorts and then turn each other. I understand. I understand now. They can't eat carrots. Oh, I guess the carrots will rot in there then. Maybe they can eat these backup boys. Oh, go for it. Hog fruit. Oh, time to go sleep. No worries, Star Knight. Thanks for coming by. I hope you sleep really well now. Okay, now let's see. Do you eat pog fruit? Yes, they do. Huzzah. Oh, they like fruit, not vegetables. Okay, that's a cool distinction. Don't see this as solving it. Kind of want to find a way to to do it without this medication. That's very fair, but for what it's worth, medication does get a bad rap. Medication is kind of pog. If you can fix an issue with medication, and you're comfortable doing so, it's a good way to think of it. A good way to think of it. 200 years ago, if you got an infection, you just died. Now we have penicillin, and penicillin is really pog. And it's not quite a one-to-one, but don't ever be ashamed of taking medication, you know? Pyrocynical would love this game. The only Pyrocynical thing I've watched is his review of The Platform, which if you don't know, you shouldn't watch, by the way. I know everything in my mind. Ah, glad to know that this game has a lot of passionate fans then. That's really awesome. Let's make a pond, I suppose. No, we should probably get, another corral. All I know about him is he's a furry. Damn, you learn something new every day. I'm so ready to walk out of my house and go to the bar. All I can do is watch streams. Not to worry, man. I assume it's a case of you're sick then. Don't worry. You'll feel better soon. It might take a little while, but you will feel better very soon. And then you'll be able to go out drinking and partying to your heart's content. It's your favorite game. I can see why. This is a really awesome game. It's very, very soothing. There's not a lot going on, but it doesn't feel boring, you know? It's that nice middle ground. It's an inflation joke. Oh. There's a... I wouldn't be able to do the context justice, but there's a very funny inflation parody joke I've heard. Like, man, the economy's going so hot right now, it's inflating so hard, you might even call it Sonic... Google Sonic inflation with safe mode turned off if you want to learn more. Alrighty, let's feed some of these. Not too rich, they're not worth much. No idea what's what. Something, Sonic inflation. Oh, yeah, you know the same joke then, Anna. Sonic inflation with Knuckles. I totally didn't force my friend to play with me. I mean, if they had fun as well, that's fine. Games enjoyed with friends are oftentimes more fun than games enjoyed without. That's why co-op can be really fun. Have you heard of the hit game Tribal Hunter? No, I have not. Is this a D's Nuts joke or is this an actual recommended? Are you actually recommending me something or are you trying to get me with a D's Nuts joke? Yeah, they did? Hey, that's fun then. That's fine, that's fine. I'm curious but not stupid. Nothing to worry about even if you were stupid. Stupid people get a bad rap. I don't think you're stupid, but stupid people get a bad rap. They're enjoying life. That's what matters. Golly, do not spoil it. Okay, so it is a D's Nuts joke. I just don't... I know the context yet. Good to know, good to know. Either that or it's a porn game. It could be either one of the two. You are stupid. Hey, well look, as long as you're having fun, that's what matters, you know? It's a game for a very specific audience. Okay. So it's a furry porn game, this one. It's not a D's Nuts joke. It was one of the two. Glad we've narrowed that down. I've been a furry for 20 years. I know all about Sonic inflation. You know what? Again, not my kind of thing, but you do you. If that's what you enjoy, have fun. Not porn, I just don't believe you. Just flurry inflation. Okay, so you understand, that is still porn. Just because it doesn't directly involve genitals doesn't mean it's not someone's fetish. Saw Seth do a review of it once. I really need to watch some of the Seth reviews you'll have recommended. I just haven't gotten around to them yet. And welcome, Gestalt! Bis Sie, sind Sie auf Deutsch? Tut mir leid, ich vergesse die Wörter. Ich denke, das ist ein Deutschname. I think that's a German name. Apologies if that's not. I do not enjoy Sonic inflation. Hey, look, I won't judge, Anna. You do your thing, you know? In the famous words of Rabbit Hole from Will Steadman, I'm gonna do my own thing, and you do yours. Maybe Swedish? Yeah, it doesn't look like directly German. It could easily be Swedish. Maybe for React Andy part of the stream. I am unironically looking for some good things that would be fun for a React Andy stream. Testing the waters, but I definitely need some very easy brain-up content for the 30-hour stream. If you want to see a cartoon character get abused, watch Hazbin Hotel. I know enough about Hazbin Hotel to know roughly what you're talking about, even though I haven't personally seen it, you know? It's like saying I live in Chernobyl. I don't enjoy the radiation sickness. Oh, it's just a part of life for you. Understood, understood. Are you German? I'm not German, but when I was learning to sing, one of my parents used to be an opera singer, a semi-famous opera singer. So most of the songs they know are German opera songs. So I learned a little bit of German to help me learn to sing opera songs better. I thought it was fun. I learned basic fluency. It eventually got too hard for me. And I gave up, but I'm fluent to a very, very basic level. I gave up because I don't really have anyone to practice with, so I didn't make much progress, and it was very difficult for me. Angel Dust is the one getting abused. Yeah, I have heard of that character. Correct, your fellow chatter? Oh, you're talking about Angel Dust? Yeah. Wow, it's not that impressive. There are plenty of people here who are outright bilingual, and that's very incredible. Is South German? First of all, again, if you're specifying South, you shouldn't say he. Second of all, no, I'm not the Axis powers. Ignore the fact that the first holiday I ever went on was to Japan, and the next one is going to be to Germany and Italy. Just don't ask questions, okay? Don't ask questions. It's for reasons unrelated to World War II. If I was doing World War II tourism, I'd want to go to America because they have a lot of interesting naval museums, where they've outright just turned World War II battleships into museums, and you can just go check them out, and that's really wicked. Ready. Oh yeah, these boom slimes aren't actually that bad. Sounds like a mixture of The Click and Jack from MK. You're once again talking about things I don't understand, but you're having fun, and that's what matters. Okay, lots more dosh. Huh? No, this is good, this is good. I was going to Axis countries for a kill contract. No, I'm currently between jobs, including as an assassin, you know? Currently, no one is hiring me. Market out there, like, everyone's busy. Okay, I was going to make a joke about the Trump thing. I shouldn't. That's inappropriate. I will refrain from letting the intrusive thoughts win. Okay, now, all of you can also have chickens, by the way. I'll leave them in there until they're sorted. Oh, praise South's thighs finally rain after like a month of pure heat death. Why are you praising my thighs for the rain? What's that about? The US also has so many museums. Yeah, the US has a lot of naval museums. The one I'm interested in. I don't care about your normal boring museums. I want to see the naval museum. Because I don't understand the economy. Well, I have some very basic economic knowledge. If you want, if there's some specific part you'd like to learn about, I can give you a basic overview. It won't be 100% factual, it won't be 100% accurate, but I find that stuff really interesting, so I try to keep just a general, broad strokes knowledge of it. JFK is fine. My guy using Internet Explorer, I see. Don't worry about when you get to the 2020 arc of the presidential elections, okay? Your thighs are a deity at this point, second only to Gabur. I still think mine are better. Give me an example piece of advice. Okay, well, what's a general topic like? You want to learn about interest rates? Learn about housing? Do you want to learn about inflation and why a lot of companies are no longer able to keep raising prices and it's causing very severe problems? You want to learn about pricing power, about how some companies can raise prices and others can't? So basically, anything you just roughly don't understand about the economy, I can give you a very brief, vaguely accurate overview if you want. The Industrial Revolution and its consequences. Okay, so fun fact about the Industrial Revolution is that ancient Rome actually had everything they needed for the Industrial Revolution. And they did actually get a working steam engine. But it was used as a novelty. It wasn't considered worth the investment. The only reason Britain ended up causing the Industrial Revolution was they were running out of wood. So they figured, hey, we are actually in a position where despite the heavy costs and long-term benefits, the short-term benefits, like We have no other option. So even though this is going to be very expensive for no return in the short term, we actually need to start setting up steam engines because we are just outright running out of wood. So that is why Britain led the Industrial Revolution. I know about inflation, supply and demand, etc. Fair enough, fair enough. Those are a lot of the core tenets. JFK is not fine, but he wasn't shot. His head just did that. I know, right? Like, it just happens to the best of us, you know? What are the core jurisdictions of officers for local economic development? That is not a general overview. That is, you're asking me specific policies for specific countries. That varies very sharply from country to country. That's not a general question. So which country are you asking about? Sounds cool. Yeah, I find a lot of history very interesting. Industrial Revolution in one sentence. We have all these metals. Use them like wood or something? Yeah, pretty much. Okay. You should buy a jetpack? Oh, right. You can buy upgrades. By the way, will this be safe for my hunter slime? Or should I just keep him in my inventory? This empty corral here. It's currently not being used. I can put the hunter slime in there. Jurisdictions for officers for local economic development are pretty standardized. Oh, wait, okay, so she asks for certain things. Gotcha. He wants 18 red slimes and 2 tabby plorts. Maybe upgrades are over here, then. And look, you say it's pretty standardized. I would say it's probably very different in Africa than it is in Europe. You should have asked that Twitch lurker, where do you live? Oh, that would be funny. Okay, wait. How do I buy... Oh, this is I assume how you buy the jetpack eventually. Yes, that's safe, and put him in the honey there. He'll be very cute. Okay. I'll pop him in there and I'll give him a honey plot. He'll be a cute little guy. Let's see. Wood what? Wood south? Is that what you're talking about? But yeah, let's we have some hens. Let's throw some hens his way. We have an elder roostro. Skill issue. If you didn't want to die, you shouldn't have been old. We do not count Africa for specific reasons. Yeah, but do you understand why, as a very general summary, me mentioning Africa is an example of it not being standardized? Is a valid criticism. I know specific neo-colonies are kind of different, I understand. But while it's generally standardized, it still does vary from place to place. Those are the upgrades for the ranch. Okay, so there's personal upgrades elsewhere as well. I just don't know of them yet. I'll keep having a look. Just a sec. Let me sell all of this for now. He has not escaped yet. That's off to a fantastic start. I just have no idea where to upgrade myself. So, was it here? No, maybe it's this. Maybe it's this. Nope. I assume that's a teleporter then. Okay, pink plorts in there. We'll keep 2 tabby plorts. So let's be careful. We can start completing that mission. As we say in Mexico, if you're afraid to die, you shouldn't have been born. Mexico is like that for real, I suppose. Okay, there we go. Let's give you 2 tabbies, and let's go grab a bunch of pink. The upgrades for the player are a little ATM. Okay, I'll have a look. What's the general percentage of the public sector in GDP spending for most developed countries? Wait, no. I remember reading that, like, literally 5 years ago. And then just getting bored and going, it'll be fine. So I don't know the specific numbers. Oh, maybe it's this and I'm just really blind. Oh, yes, it is this. Okay, I understand. Jetpack. Okay, there we go. Dash boots. I assume those make you faster. Good stuff. I see. I shouldn't have kept my volume at max while watching episode 4 of Has Been Hotel. My roommate has question. Wait, actually. If you want me to, I can try to see if I can recall that information. It might take me a while, Alucard, but I can give it a shot to see if I can recall that. I'll just need to focus up and stop focusing on Slime Rancher for a second. Cat ears? Hey, welcome, River Stratus. Welcome back. I assume you've just been lurking. And no worries if not. Sorry, I remembered actually, as I was saying that, you were already here. And yes, that lasts for a minute, so I am temporarily a cat girl. What are the differences between the new classical macroeconomic and Keynesian stances on the ISLM? Those are a bit... That's once again a bit too specific of a question for me. When I said I have some broad economic knowledge, I mean layman's, not economic degree. Stop trying to foster your college work onto me, sir. My friend and I were at the poison part and his dad walked in. That's, look, that's just how life goes, you know? Oh, just doing your government-mandated bullying of the streamer. Understandable. Alrighty, let's dunk in a whole bunch of you. Hey, we get free stuff. Now let's go kill these bad boys. Then we'll replace carrots with heartbeats. These are way cooler. We can feed people hearts. That's just really nifty. How do you cancel it? Let's see. Remove crops. Let me ask my dad. That's funny. The painful part of economics is separating analysis from propaganda. Yeah, especially, people talk about it a lot, for example, with regards to things like China. But actually, every nation is basically just as bad. For example, one common trick a lot of nations have been doing recently is saying, oh, we've created so many more jobs. Unemployment is fine. We've created so many more jobs. When you actually look at the data, most of the jobs are casual or part-time. And most people just now have multiple jobs, and unemployment is still rising. So that's one common pull the wool over your eyes stat. People manipulate data in a very careful way. You know China will collapse within 1 hour. Oh, I didn't know you were a finance YouTuber. Hello, every finance YouTuber for the last 2 years. China will collapse in 18 days. Here's why. Like, look, even if China goes through some economic struggles, it will still be, for quite a while, the second largest country by economy in the world. Like, maybe if things go really bad, it'll still be in the top 5. Oh god, oh man. Or still recovering jobs from the pandemic. Yeah, people still bring up the pandemic. That is no longer a factor. If you're still struggling with jobs, that's just your bad employer. His dad didn't notice. Look, I'll give you, I don't know how old you are. I'm going to assume I'm a little bit older than you. I'm a bit of a hag. Chances are his dad did notice, realized, and then just pretended not to notice because, realistically, that's a very natural part of growing up. And he doesn't want to make you awkward or himself awkward. He doesn't want to have that conversation. He doesn't think he needs to have that conversation. He trusts you to be responsible. By GDP, China is actually first by like 20 to 30% compared to the US. Yeah, like, sorry, I think I phrased that badly. Worst case, China has a massive downfall. It is now second largest economy. Oh god, oh man. That's more what I was talking about. Like, it's currently the largest. It's currently in a very oh wow, that's a really cute slime. Regular GDP still behind the US? Yeah, on an aggregate. I'd rather be an economics YouTuber than a finfluence. Finance influencers are going through some rough times, and it is entirely deserved, by the way. I have no sympathy for. They were earning the most money by YouTube revenue because they have the best ads. Or rather, they have the best return on investment because they're closely dealing with money. And then they were like, hey, let's completely sell out, not do even the most basic of research, and outright scam our user base, or promote scams to our user base, because we're voices of authority in the space, so they will blindly trust us. China is supported by mini houses and styrofoam. China does have a lot of major economic issues at the moment. That being said, China's like... Every country has major economic issues at the moment. People overstate China's massively. The biggest problem in China is something the US is actually currently trying to do themselves right now. They've effectively said, okay, we're having a bit of a crisis with housing. So let's just mandate housing prices are capped. You can't sell a house below a certain point. We can't let houses collapse. Houses have to be worth this much. Well, people aren't going to pay that much. Real estate agents will find a way. So what a lot of real estate agents in China are currently doing is, for example, you'll buy a house for, say, $400,000. And as a part of buying that house, you get $50,000 in gold bullion. Or $100,000 in gold bullion. Well, you've still sold the house for $40,000. The house price is still unaffected. But realistically, that's not a sign of a... The house is clearly not worth $400,000, you know? Bitfluencer, it's just totally nasty, bro. A finance workout-based influencer just really doubling down. I love how the ISLM question is basically my first year macro eco fundamental. Yeah, I remember encountering that when I was reaching the studying at uni for a degree level of knowledge, and then went, this is too complex, I don't want to do this. So I was quite aware that that is just uni work. I'm probably a Keynesian in not using the gold standard like the national Zionist parties. I think the gold standard is a good thing because it tampers off inflation. Inflation is a very useful tool. But there's a reason every nation varies from the gold standard and then collapses. And then a new nation comes back and says, you know what? We're gonna uphold the gold standard. And then everything's fine for a little while. And then they start going, oh, there's X, Y, or Z happening. Let's just print a little bit of money. We're no longer gonna uphold the gold standard. It'll be fine. And then it's fine for 40 years, and then the cycle... It's not housing, it's the fact they take all the money and make a cheap box. Some of China's developments are actually very, very good. There are definitely some that are also very bad, but some of them are quite good. The bigger issue is that they have cities in the middle of nowhere or trains to nowhere. Like, they literally just are so desperate to keep their economy going with public works that they will build, like, 3 airports within 100 kilometers of each other in a town with a population of 40. Or they'll build railway stations, which literally just open up to an empty field. One thing I find crappy about corporates and such is they're allowed to own homes. Yes, I do think that is a major problem. Private ownership of home and private home investment, private home equity, is a critical problem. But that's mainly just as a result of housing as a whole being a problem here. Inflation is not related to unemployment, they say. We will tax the rich, they say. Oh yeah, it's the same as a lot of American politicians. Both politicians on both sides. Anything they say out loud that they agree on, oh, we won't get rid of this, oh, we can't get rid of this, they're just lying to you. Chances are it's not sustainable and they need to get rid of this. That's why they're campaigning. But it's popular. So that's why they're campaigning, hey, the other person will get rid of this. There was a specific policy, I just forget the example. It's a bit mentally from. Gold standard is decent, but its main issue is that as the economy expands, you have deflation or gold prices start skyrocketing. Yeah, unless you have an active gold mine. That was actually something the Roman Empire struggled with a lot. So, fun fact about Rome. Second fun fact about Rome of the day. Rome actually removed multiple mountains to mine gold from them. Have you heard about what private equity did to Red Lobster? As a whole, private equity kind of does the same thing to everyone. Which is they take over the company, take out a massive loan, put the loan on the company's books, start siphoning out as much profit as possible by using the established brand, lowering prices, lowering quality, jacking up prices, until they hit a threshold. And they do these calculations very carefully. So they effectively kill the established brand, they completely drain all of the money into their own pockets, and they just make sure that they get as close to perfect as possible, where they can still pay back the loan, and then it's the company's problem. So it's just... Look, there are some benefits to it, but mostly negatives. I'm not a big fan of private equity. I'm not super educated on it, but everything I have read into it indicates that it's not I like. The total mass of money needs to keep up with economic expansion. Yes, that can be a problem. Corporate ownership is a mistake. So are things like Citizens United, which is legalized bribery in America. Housing is cheap and looks nicer on the outside and looks more appealing to tourists. That doesn't surprise me at all. Because a lot of China's economy, not domestic, a lot of household savings, that's the term. A lot of household savings in China are tied up in real estate, whether that's domestic or foreign. Because there's this impression of, oh well, housing prices will always go up. Housing prices can never go down. It's too big to fail. We have people who also say that in Australia, by the way. They will eventually, there is almost certainly going to be a housing crash. Eventually. That's not a good thing, but it will happen. Yeah, that's a common trick, Anna. Buying the land and forcing them to rent it back. One particularly egregious example of this was, there was a guy who was CEO of a company, WeWork. And one second. Guy called Adam Newman, CEO of WeWork. And he, trademarked the word we in relation to his business and loaned it to the company for millions of dollars. He did all kinds, if you want to look into a whole bunch of scummy stuff you can do to make tons of money, he's your guy. He's your guy. A 5-story apartment building collapsed because the pillars in the underground parking lot weren't actually concrete. That sounds terrifying and miserable. Too big to fail means it fails in a big way eventually. Yes. One of the major problems we have, the reason modern day economics is so bad, or a major reason, not the reason, there are many, many reasons. The last time in 2008 we had a too big to fail issue, the 2008 financial crisis. America took out a lot of debt to save those too big to fail banks. They were actually too big to fail. And that didn't fix the problem. They're still poorly run zombie companies who can only barely survive or don't make enough profit. But now, we've decided, hey, the next generation can pay for that stuff. Because that's what increasing your company, your country's interest is. It's making the future generations pay for it. There's a reason it's called a bubble. Yeah, it will eventually pop. It's not as much of a bubble as, oh, golden slime. I catch you. Looks like no. Oh, that's unfortunate. But yeah, it's not as bad as things like NFTs, which were mainly being held up by cripplingly low interest rates, which did not last long. But still a bubble. They think looks are everything, then underpay workers and make small cheap houses. Well, when you think about it, if a house looks good, you can trick people into buying it, which makes you a lot of money in the short term. A lot of companies these days, because of how shareholding works, are by their very nature short-term sighted, which is unfortunate. That's why a lot of Japanese companies are actually doing very well. Lots of people have reason to hate Nintendo, but they're a long-term focused company who basically always produces very quality games. And as a result, they have very, very steady growth. They're not at risk of imploding. When our country does bribery and corruption, it's lobbying. When an enemy country does it, it's corruption and crime. Yes, unironically. That is how it works. For example, look up anything economic on China. You will see China struggles with blank if it's bad, and China succeeds at blank, but at what cost if it's good? Because they're considered, strategically an enemy, and a lot of people don't like them. You feed golden slimes, you can't catch them. Okay, thank you. I know that for future now. It's like Disney. Only Disneyland property having Mickey Mouse plastered all over the mansion increases the value. Yeah, exactly. Actually, that is a very, very good comparison. When you think about it, Disneyland is just objectively not worth the price, you know? If you go to a restaurant in Disneyland, you'll pay $40 for a really bad meal that has Mickey Mouse's face on it. It's a massive, massive upcharge, because what they're selling to you is hope and joy, and they just... You're there for the experience, or in this case, for the house. I would rather have a house, even if it's bad, than no house. If things are really bad. Or even, hey, this house is bad, but I think I can find someone stupider than me who'll buy it anyway, later down the line. When housing's a commodity and not a right. To be fair, this is something a lot of people get wrong. Shelter is a right. Housing is not. This is not at all a defense of the current housing system. I think we are massively overdue a housing crash, and I think there will eventually be a housing crash. But A lot of people on the internet's supposed solutions to housing might work in the short term or would be beneficial for them, but would overall ruin a lot of things. For example, if you repossess houses from companies, yeah, we don't want companies owning houses, but if we just say, hey, screw you, you don't own that house anymore, we'll give it to some homeless guy. That's really great for the homeless guy, but that also massively slows down your economy. Because in the future, you don't have a lot of housing construction, like apartment construction, is funded by rich investors buying a few investment properties with cash. And then the developer takes that and turns it into the finished apartment building. They can take fewer risks because they know they will get a certain amount of funding from their friends who want a nice investment property. I still think it's bad, and I still think it's nepotism. But for what it's worth, I always like to play devil's advocate. And this is a case of a lot of things about that are a little bit missing. Family was killed because one of our beams on their car wasn't placed correctly, so the doors got stuck and it burst into flames. That sounds miserable. Hello, Liz Stutner. Sorry, we're currently yapping about the economy. This is a nice, relaxing game, so it's also a great chance for me to just yap about random topics. We're happy to talk about absolutely anything. Welcome to the channel. Hope you're having a fantastic day. You also can't just go outside gifting houses. I mean... Okay, so no, you won't crash at my house with a bulldozer. Hi, Kyle. How are you doing? Can't believe you aren't using speedrun strats. Look, this is a blind first playthrough. I'm just relaxing. As you said, the economy will go down quickly. I would not bet on the economy going down quickly. What I would say is, while the US is currently printing the amount of money it is, the economy will be fine and continue to grow. I just don't think it is sustainable. Hello? Hey, how you doing, man? Nice to have you here. Just yapping about random topics while playing a very chill, relaxing game. The apartment and materials are valued at what they set it at. They increase it and expect us to cope with it. Yes, there are a lot of problems with that, where it's borderline mafia tactics of, well, what other option do you have? But that's not the main underlying problem. That's actually a response. A lot of the time, it's a case of the companies can no longer make things well, profitably. And while there is some mismanagement for that, some of that's definitely their fault. Not all of it is. It's like Arizona iced tea is still keeping the product at exactly $1. They've had to lower the standards for their cans, though. But they are, so far, very impressively keeping the price at $1. But they have had to decrease the quality of the product. They're just outright refusing to do so with their drink itself. Speaking of car deaths, have you seen the Cybertruck? Let me guess, you're going to bring up the time a billionaire drowned because they backed up their Cybertruck into a lake and then couldn't get out? Yeah, that was very unfortunate. It's a very conversation starter. I love living in a city with a huge Mercedes factory because it means anybody driving a Tesla will get knocked on the streets. Yeah, and if you go to a military base and you drive an electric vehicle, it'll be like, oh, that's not a Dodge Charger. And it was actually very funny. The military announced they're struggling with recruitment. The American military announced, hey, we're struggling to get new recruits. And then Dodge discontinued its Charger model immediately after because it was being kept afloat by everyone who joined the military full-time going, I want a Dodge Charger. Superheroes are known for maintaining the status quo. Unironically, the main reason superheroes in most comic books maintain the status quo is it's much easier for a wide demographic to conceptualize someone like the Joker. Some evil villain who does mean bad things and tries to kill you. And then the superheroes beat him up and now everything's okay. That's a very easy story that doesn't require decades of research. You can just kind of run with that one and people will understand it. If they're then like, okay, well, what about the socio-economic issues in Gotham City? How is Batman going to solve those? Then that wouldn't be like a really fun story. That would just be a very, very long, very boring socio-economic study on city building. Which, while I would find that interesting, that would not be profitable to make because not many people would. US military recruitment is a big topic I would need an hour to explain. I mean, actually, what I will say about military recruitment worldwide. The world, this is not, by the way, this is not doomerism. I'm not saying there's going to be a war soon. Let me start with that. But the world as a whole is leaning towards lowering recruitment requirements which indicates they are positioning it is more likely in the near future that there will be a conflict. And that's something like, oh, we thought it was 0.1%, now it's 1% in the next 10 years. It's still very, very low. But you see things like Britain bringing back the draft. The US and Australia both lowering standards for entry and medical tests. Things like that. So all of those things are indicating these countries, they're not prepping for a war. They're just going, okay, it is more likely than it was, so we need to get more people in. Please stop cucking the green berets. If you wear a green beret, that's on you. I bet most people can build a better house than those Chinese companies made with real wood. Yes, but that's expensive and very time-consuming. As an individual, a lot of people could figure it out, but there'd also be a lot of structural problems. A lot of rules don't make sense until you see the bloody history behind it. For example, when I was working at the gun range, we had 2 different people accidentally smuggle out live ammunition into a secure location while they were carrying rifles. So if they had malicious intent, they could have gunned down and murdered some very important people. And there would be nothing anyone could do to stop them. Because they accidentally managed to sneak out live rounds from a training day weeks before. So that is why you have lots of really dumb checks about that thing. It doesn't make sense until you see it go wrong, and then you understand, okay, there are some people who are just massive dumbasses, and we need to accommodate them. We live in a society. We do live in a society. The dumb old guy who tripped and is demanding almost $1 million on Tesla. Look, people will always have frivolous lawsuits, but also keep in mind, a lot of quote-unquote frivolous lawsuits are being intentionally misleading to the public. For example, a lawsuit a while ago of a lady who was suing McDonald's because her coffee was too hot. Her coffee was so hot that she got 3rd-degree burns over like 60% of her body, and she was suing McDonald's for the medical costs of dealing with the 3rd-degree burns and nothing else. So all of that, oh, silly lady suing McDonald's because her coffee was hot. That was all just blatant propaganda from McDonald's or from the news companies, because it's a good story, to try and gather public outrage. But the actual story, when you look into it, makes a lot more sense. What is Web 3.0 but the 5% fighting against the 1%? Web 3.0 is currently a buzzword. It is not functionally different from Web 2. Meanwhile, Magneto. Oh, I never really got into X-Men. Batman just needs to kill, not keep them at 1% HP like it's a Sega game. Look, a lot of people do respect Batman's ethos. Obviously, in the real world, there's a reason why... I mean, even in the real world, we lean towards forgiveness rather than execute. As a whole... Okay, look, I won't get into too much details about this. Here's what I will say. As a whole, it is proven that people don't really care about the consequences because they don't think they'll ever get caught. That's why extreme punishments don't tend to work. That's why, for example, I would be very all for things like the Scandinavian countries have, where speeding tickets were based on your percentage wealth rather than just a fixed amount. But I don't think they should massively increase them. I just think, hey, that's a loophole where speeding is effectively free for some people. Because if they massively increase the fines, that won't decrease the amount of people speeding. They'll just increase the number of people breaking the law. Because they'll eventually have to break more laws because they can't afford to pay the fine. Hi, hi. Hello, Ancient! Welcome, welcome. Unless you're in Mexico, my grandpa literally bought 3 houses to range and he built a 3-story house. Yeah, it's not worldwide. It's not worldwide. It's most developed Western nations. That's what most people are talking about with these current economic issues. A lot of African nations, for example, are actually doing quite well for themselves. They still have strong demographics. So they have a good 10 years until they hit the current issues we're experiencing now. I only remember seeing a pic of some of the silly Neon Genesis Evangelion woman at the recruitment stand. Oh yeah, when I went to a local convention with a friend, Australian Geospatial Intelligence Organization had a stall there at the local anime convention. That is how desperate for people they are. And both of the staff members working there were exceptionally well dressed. Middle-aged people in very nice suits, looking bored and confused and regretting whoever it was they must have pissed off to get assigned on a Saturday and Sunday to work at the anime convention to see if they can find maybe one person to recruit. Did she shower herself with that coffee? No. It was so hot, I believe that it either melted through the cup or she spilled it. But either way, it was so outrageously hot that she, with only a second or two of exposure, suffered third-degree burns. It was well beyond what is safe. McDonald's had no reason to heat it that hot. It would be like if someone said, hey, go in the freezer and check out what's in the freezer, and you went in the freezer and it was Kelvin 0. Heat death of the universe level cold. There is no reason for a freezer to be that cold. And that is worth a lawsuit, because that would very seriously injure you, and you had no reason to expect it to be that cold. Darkest has friends? Yes, I do have a few real-life friends. I actually went with both of them to the anime convention I went to on Sunday. That one was McDonald's keeping their coffee way too hot. Yes. They kept it way too hot. They acknowledged there was a safety issue and they just didn't really care to fix it. And then they just did negative PR on the woman suing them to try and stop people from them in the future. A new Cold War started. I wouldn't necessarily agree with that. I wouldn't even say we're like notably more at tension than is standard for geopolitical rivals. We just had a period of really unprecedented peace, to the point where now even the tiniest bit of oh, hey, maybe this oh, please send me back. Yeah, even the tiniest amounts, people now think, oh, well, this is going to be a war. No, it's just, this is normal tension from people with different cultures who don't really understand each other. This is very normal currently. It's just going to be another 30 families with no homes after something collapses. Yeah, that's definitely not ideal. I do agree with that. That's definitely not ideal. Oh, this is a teleporter. Where the hell are we? I have no clue where we are. Where is my ranch? This is scary. Let's wander around. Nope, we're trapped. I guess we'll warp back. So yeah, me doing Econ Uni is only naivete, but I couldn't be bothered. Unironically, it depends what you want to do with your life. A lot of things, and even just, I would say, even just day to day, having a general understanding of economics is a very useful thing to have. A lot of people get very scared and confused or angry just because they don't understand things, and that's very fair, because they've never been taught it, or they've never learned it. But at the end of the day, there are lots of economic opportunities you'll be able to realize just because you understand these terms, and most people don't. It's the same way a lot of people, unironically, most people who get into crippling gambling debt, the reason that happens is they lose a little bit of money and then go, well, I need to earn that money back. And that's how they get you. They don't run the numbers, they unironically believe their only hope, or they'll just get lucky, or they're built different, they'll earn back the money. And that's how things go really bad. A little bit of gambling recreationally, fine. Absolute Zero would take your life in less than 1 second. Yes. But there have also been, it's not a direct one-to-one, but there have also been radiation poisoning incidents that have effectively done that. It just happens 10 years later. Long as I know to avoid C-stir rhetorics, I'm set. Yeah, you'll be in the clear then. Finally falling asleep at 6 a.m. Hey, sleep well, Nugget. Thanks for coming by. It was great to have you here. Technically, yeah, but that coffee melted the cup is insane. Yes. It was something like 109. It was like close to boiling. So imagine literally being served boiling water. Like, you ask for pasta, and instead someone takes the boiling water off the stove and throws it in your face. There's a reason that's considered assault. Lawsuit against Mountain Dew for half-dissolved rat in a can, and the defense brought scientists to prove it would have been duly dissolved. Yes, I do remember that one. That was very funny. There was a lawsuit against the Coca-Cola company. I thought it was Coke, not Mountain Dew, but it could be Mountain Dew. Effectively claiming, oh, I found a rat, a half-dead rat in my can. I want a lot of money. And then they just showed that actually, no. The liquid would have dissolved the rat. So, you put it in there yourself, dumbass. You're not going to get us that easily. Goodbye, chat, really, this time? Sleep well, Nugget. Night. Gambling or bad at math tax? Yes. Things like the lottery. No, sorry. The lottery is something separate. I was bringing that up in a different context. There are plenty of things that are just bad at math. Things like the lottery, I do genuinely think are different. The lottery, it took me a while to realize it. When I was younger, I used to think, oh yeah, it's just a tax for being bad at math. What it's effectively doing is people spending a small amount of money. But yes, it could be spent better somewhere else. But they're buying hope for themselves. And it's actually a trend that's currently happening a lot in China. What a lot of people in China are doing. The culture there is 6-6-12, which is 6 days a week. From 6 to 12, or 12 hours. They work 12 hours, 6 days a week. I forget the exact meaning of 6-6-12. I just remember it's called that. And what a lot of Chinese people are doing is they're buying a scratch-it ticket. So one of the instant lottery scratchies. And then every day they go into the office. At the start of their day or at the end of the day, they get to scratch just one number. That gives them something to look forward to in the morning. Even though, realistically, they probably won't win anything. It only costs them a few bucks, and it gives them motivation, and it makes them happy. Let's go gambling, generational wealth, baby. Yeah, that's the takeaway. There's a chance I've been drinking dissolved rats this entire time. It sounds really icky. I can guarantee you eat ickier things. Do you eat cheese? I won't tell you any more, but anyone who knows about that, you know what I'm talking about. But for what it's worth, even if, like, it's a very gross mental image. Even if someone dissolved a rat in your soda, by the time it dissolved, it's perfectly clear. It's just soda. The rat has ceased to exist. I understand it's very, very gross. It's one of those things where it doesn't really make sense to a lot of people. Rennet, baby? What's rennet? Okay, and what do you want? You want water slimes. That's going to be a while, sir. Extra protein, exactly. Extra protein. What are the best economic policies according to the school of new classical macroeconomics? None. The government shouldn't have any policies. That is also not a solution. The government shouldn't do anything is not a valid solution. Yeah, you know. Okay, just wanted to make sure. Because some people... That is one of those things a lot of people get gone reduced to atoms. Yeah, exactly. Literally gone reduced to atoms. Think of it this way. All of us are stars. And I mean that incredibly literally. The giant balls of flaming gas you see in the night sky that are so far away that a lot of the ones we see have already long since exploded, and it just hasn't reached us. That's what we're made of. It's just our turn. Use the little pieces of space dust that used to be stars. But so are bananas. Bananas are made of the same star material. Just a long time ago. Humans are actually really similar, makeup-wise, to a banana. But if you started talking to a banana, people would be rightfully confused. So it's one of those things where it sounds really gross, but disinfectant will kill most germs. It's not something you need to be worried about. And I just wanted to make sure, because it's one of those things where the first time you hear it, it sounds really gross, throws off your appetite. In the same way, the first time you see an animal die, you might not want to eat meat for a little while. Rat-flavored soda. Yeah, you know what? That's the takeaway. It's rat-flavored, my bad. Kina's had an idea of how it could work. Yes. Keynesian theory was good enough that it lasted for quite a long time. Even though we now have slightly better things and certain parts have been discredited. It's the same way that, like, a string theory and general relativity are actually contradictory. Lucky slime. Any meat nearby? But yeah, the three main theories for our understanding of how the world works contradict each other. We just haven't thought of anything better. So we just kind of accept all three of them in certain circumstances. We'll eventually figure more things out. I prefer KFC deep fryer rat. I do love the deep fried KFC rat memes. I do unironically love them. Honestly, even if they outright said they used rat parts, you'd probably still drink it. Yeah, don't look up what hot dogs are made from. Hot dogs are made from very gross things. But you don't think about that because, like, yeah, it's gross mentally, but it's still perfectly safe to eat. There are people who actually argue this. What, that the government should have no policies? Yeah, there are also people that argue communism is better than capitalism. And this is not even in a hot take way. There's a reason capitalism is the best we have so far. It's not perfect. There are many, many, many flaws. communism, from the name alone, implies it won't work. Communism works when you're part of a commune, which is a small group of people. At a wider scale, the first thing a free market does is it stops being free. Whoever gains power at the start then changes the rules to better suit them, because why wouldn't they? If they weren't the type of person to do that, they wouldn't have ended up gaining power. So, I'm firmly of a believer that capitalism is the best we have so far. China is the most successful communist nation there has been, and it is very capitalist. This is bananas. No, there's no bananas in this game, actually. Hot dogs are gross, I don't want to eat dogs. Yeah, especially ones that are hot, you know? Given how many monster fuckers are out there. Rennet is a key part of cheese making that comes from the stomach of baby animals. What were you alluding to? I was alluding to the fact that basically every piece of cheese you've ever eaten is covered with thousands of living creatures. And also, the main ingredient in cheese is mold. Cheese is one of the few foods where if it gets moldy, that's actually kind of just fine. You just scrape it off and it's whatever. And it'll probably make it taste better. Cheese is gross. I mean, like, we're still not living longer than around 1% of, per thousand of our history as a human species, so that we should fuck it up for the next generation. Yeah, that should be our goal. We should make things worse for the next generation so we can lord our superiority over them. Monologue about hot dogs. No, I'm not monologuing about hot dogs. I've already shared enough for people to understand that they're a little bit icky. Communism is something for future generations. I mean, look, there is a chance we'll find a way for communism to be successful. I think a lot of parts about communism go against human nature. In the same way, like... Okay, a really, really good example of this is the NFT market. The NFT market was being sold as, oh, there's no regulation. This is an actual free market. And then it was just 90% scams. And if you look into the history of the robber barons, basically every single NFT scam strategy is something the robber barons did that then got regulated away. Humans have not really changed. Humans have changed way, way less than people expect them to. For example, one thing I like to bring up is ancient Rome leveled a mountain to mine for gold. They also had cranes. Primitive cranes, but they had cranes. And modern day sports stadiums are just coliseums. And this was thousands of years ago. We have not found a way to meaningfully improve any of these inventions. The first computer was made in like 400 BC in Greece. It was primitive, but it was a computer. Communism would work if people were angels. Yeah, like, you can only yeah, exactly. You can only enforce that at small scales. Like, for example, a commune. Exactly. That is exactly the point I was making. Moist, aged, and moldy milk. Yeah. Yeah, milk is also kind of gross. Socialist utopia is hard to have unless you break consumerism. Yes. The reason we don't have a utopia... Okay, think of it this way. Do many of you watch Mr. Beast? He recently had a video of ages 1 to 100 all fighting it out for $250,000. Where there was one moment where someone said, hey... There was a challenge where one other person could also get $250,000, but if two people went for it, no one would get anything. And he made it very clear he was going to step out and go for that. And someone denied him just to spite him. Because they thought it was a jackass. They would say, I would rather both of us guaranteed lose money than you get money. Very weird analogy, but like, how many of you know a moment where you or someone you know just decided, hey, fuck this guy. I'm gonna do something for no benefit to myself, just to ruin his day. And you want to know why everyone has those thoughts? Because if you didn't have those thoughts, if your ancestors didn't have those thoughts, they would have lost out to the people who did. Tar communism. No, look, I'm not a communism enjoyer. I think it works at a small scale. I don't think it works at a large scale. Socialism is not communism. Yes, there are also problems with socialism, for what it's worth. But they are very distinctly different things. Socialism or unionism, there's a proper name I can't remember, are better, but capital oppresses them when they arise. Yeah, because it's in human nature. It's like a lot of people think, oh, billionaires should just pay their fair share. Okay, wait. A really good example of this. Most people who lean heavily left-wing, who win the lottery, start leaning right-wing. Because it becomes in their best interest to try and accumulate and hoard more wealth, rather than do welfare. Most people's desires are self-referential, which is also why a lot of billionaires try to avoid paying tax. A lot of normal people also try to avoid paying a lot of tax. If you've ever hired a tax accountant to minimize how much tax you pay, congrats, you're doing the same thing as a billionaire or a millionaire. And the main argument is, oh, it's a matter of scale. There is some validity to that, but at the end of the day, they have the same motivation, which is, I don't want to pay tax, this is bullshit, the government doesn't really do anything with my money, I want this money. And that's exactly how the billionaires feel. Capitalism is also incompatible with human nature, as Turner and Marx argue, from completely different perspectives. Me when I hate on random DD streamers, I need to spread hate and negativity. Yeah, and like, that was in good fun, and I find that really fun. Some people that would be really stressful, but I definitely don't think you ever crossed a line. You were just kind of like, joke hating, you know? It was never active malicious, it was just good-natured fun. Went from economy to Mr. Beast. I use these as examples because they're ways you can very clearly see what I'm talking about. I'm sure all of us has one person or one story where we just decided, hey, you know what, this guy's kind of a dick. I don't want to help him, so I won't. Step 1 is broad union adoption. Yes, there is a swing back in favor of unions. That is a wonderful, wonderful thing. I am very, very much pro-union. People may not change easily, but I'm going to change myself next banner by not spending money if I don't get sure. Parentheses, I'm lying. Well, at least you're self-aware. I'm looking forward to sure coming out. That'll be a very fun viewer pools. A lot of people have said they've saved up a lot, and a lot of people have said they want me to pull in their account. So I'm looking forward. And even just pulling for myself will also be fun. Real Lamau. I actually forget what you're responding Real Lamau to. We can also hope our billionaires abuse lots of drugs and become comatose. Or we can vote for stuff that makes sense. The current major issue, unironically, the most major issue I have currently, or what I believe the world's most major issue is that because of the declining population rate, policies that are disadvantageous to younger generations are getting passed. And the reason that's very unfortunate is, well, it makes sense. The older generations want things for them. But it also means that this problem will keep getting worse. Because younger people will think, oh hey, I got really hard done by. I had to go through all of this BS. So now it's my turn. I should have some policies in my favor. Screw this next generation. And then the next generation will eventually become the dominant demographic and go, well, I had all of this BS. The generation before me really screwed me over. And it's finally time we should have policies in our favor. Screw this next generation. And it's a never-ending cycle. I'm a hater because I want things to be better and believe they can be. I definitely believe things can be. The reason we're currently having some trouble is we're currently living through the death of a nation. And I don't mean that in the sense of like sudden, inevitable collapse. I mean, if you think about how impactful America was 10 years ago and compare that to today, it's definitely less impactful on the rest of the world. It's still the dominant superpower, but it is a nation in decline. And I don't think they're going to catch it, you know? It's a falling knife. Every time they try to catch it, they're currently making things. I could be proven wrong, but just demographic-wise, I think eventually America will fall. Probably not even in our lifetimes, but we're at the start of that process, which means the best years are kind of behind us. But that being said, I still think this is by far the best time to be alive. Because it's something we take for granted, but so many amazing technological advancements are so cheaply available to us. Like, high-speed internet. We have access to infinite knowledge at any time. Just instantly. I love talking about the fall of a global superpower while playing a silly farm slime game. I mean, it's just a very relaxing game, which gives me a lot of time to just yap. That Dune is a stoner fiend. Oh, Musk, yeah, he is on a lot of drugs, including ketamine, which... There was a recent Musk interview where he was pretty clearly blasted on ketamine. Okay, yeah, you saw the same thing as I did. We have to break the cycle of generational warfare. This isn't even really, like, this is a pretty new thing. It's generally human nature to say, I want to take care of myself, but I also want to leave something for my family, for my kids. The current problem, like, this is an abnormality. This is unusual. It never lasts long. It will break itself eventually. Best viewers, mods, we have another bot. They want their kneecaps revoked. I, the prince of all chatters, am here, and I finally achieved Super Chatter 2. Now face me, Chatterot. Kakarot! Welcome, Vicious Knight. How are you doing? We've spent like an hour and a half yapping about the economy while mindlessly farming. It's wonderful. I love real viewers. Yeah, they're selling real viewers. They're selling the best viewers. Everyone, you need to step up your game. There are better viewers that are for sale right now. We're burned too early to pierce the star veil and too late to see the first sun. I disagree with that. I think we are born in one of the most amazing times in the world. And I think every single day... Oh, looks like the mods are busy. Let me nuke them myself. Every single day, we are finding more and more out about space. There's so much cool stuff happening. We just don't really learn about it. It's something you need to look out for rather than something you'll find organically. Oh wait, where's mod view? How do I... I've never actually banned someone. I can do this, 1 second. Flash ban... Xyla Spectral. User you're trying to ban doesn't exist. I'll try one more time. Xyla Spectral. Their account got nuked. Their account is apparently already gone. Sorry about this. Where is the ban button? Oh, there they are. I see them. Okay, they're gone. That's how light on moderation I am. Click on the name. Yeah. It was in a bit of a weird spot. The best time so far is now. Yes, absolutely. And... For what it's worth, like with homophobia, this probably isn't a reassuring fact, but like with homophobia, transphobia is kind of a cycle. And there's actually a lot of similar things in Rome you can potentially look. Which isn't necessarily a good thing. There are upsides and downsides. Otakus, have you ever played Inscription? I've never actually heard of Inscription. If someone has the Discord open, please do jot it down in recommended. I'll check it out. Did you know Slime Rancher 2 is out? Yes, I did hear about that, but I already own this game. So, on a lighter note, today I learned a rainbow is actually a circle. I did not know that. I know that rainbows are just a trick of the light and are perfectly curved. I didn't realize they're a circle because obviously the horizon eventually disappears. So I'm not sure how that... Inscription is so peak, but watching other people play it burns my trading card game soul. Your head is a circle? No, it's not. It's not circular. It's generally round. What's your best slime? I have a hunter, honey slime. That one's pretty cool. And yeah, the dude did get Thanos Snap. We do like to Thanos Snap bots around here. Because it's actually in Twitch's terms of service, as it turns out. If you don't Thanos Snap bots, you could get banned. You know, let's take this water guy. I'm sure we can get him eventually. A puddle slime. And we could use another boom slime. Oh, is a boom honey? No, boom hunter? Not sure. Honeys are good. I do like honeys. They're very cute. There's multiple circles on top of each other and you fly enough. It's independent. Oh, that's really cool then. I did not know that. I have been trying to learn a little bit about the world because there's a lot of really, really cool things that I just don't know about. Okay, where are we supposed to get the key? Maybe I should just farm more money and upgrade my map. I'm sure there's other stuff I just don't know about yet. But we're currently being blocked off by a lot of keys. Just ban everyone easy. No, that's not an easy solution. You should get a mango. It's one of my faves, the honeys. I'm looking forward to discovering new. I just don't know where the mango slime is. The link is hosted in Denmark. You shouldn't click on suspicious links. That's a bad idea. I like the pink ones with... I didn't know there were slimes with wings. Haven't encountered any yet. Looking forward to doing so, though. Inscription is a puzzle game, and watching streamers play puzzles is agony. Yeah, that's fair. That's very fair. Don't worry, Cybersec Major. Yeah, but it's still an unnecessary risk, you know? You handle it carefully. Yeah, fair enough, fair enough. It's still worth checking, because I know plenty of Cybersec people who make very basic mistakes, because everyone is human and everyone can slip up. Up, there is a mango fruit. Oh, it's a fruit, not a slime. Gotcha, gotcha. I'm currently taking this ball. I'll try to remember to come back for it. If I see one, let me know. There'll be a delay, though. I do it for curiosity and trust my skills. That's always a... I trust myself is how a lot of bad things happen. But no, I'll keep an eye out for mangoes. I'll see if I find them. South is good at handling balls. What do you mean? What on earth are you talking about? Oh, wait. Is this it? No, this looks like a pear. Oh, mint mango. There we go. Never mind. This is it. Okay, we've got your favorite. And there's also oh, another hunter. Another hunter. Wait, no. Yep, we got another hunter slime. Yippee! And look, technically you're correct if you're talking about literal balls. I am a marble fiend. If you're talking in the sec way, you are wrong, sir. If so, ban me if I get nuked, lol. Yeah. Don't worry, if you get nuked, I will ban you. You're correct. We've had a few people in the Discord we've had to ban because their accounts have very clearly been hacked. Oh, I don't get to bring the ball with me. That's unfortunate. Feed it to the honey boom slimes. What I will do is I will grow it more. I kind of want to... I want to keep the heartbeats. Let's get another garden, you know? So you aren't good at handling balls. You know from experience. Yeah, that reminds me of the, You're in a room with 10 guys. How many dicks you choking on? Bruh, none? Damn, you that good at throating? Sometimes there's just no winning. Plant it first? Yeah. Always plant it first. But that's good to know, because I think I've tried to feed this guy quite a lot of stuff it doesn't like. We'll, drop you in there. Now there's one more of you. Oh, right. We also have a water plot. There was somewhere over here, I believe. I could plant that, maybe. Damned if you do, damned if you don't. Exactly. Experienced dick choking. No, it's more just a case of if you say none, then, oh, that means you're good at it. If you say lots, then that means you're admitting to sucking them. You know? So it's just one of those classic internet gotcha moments. Yeah, don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. It's just a meme. It's one of those things where it won't really make sense. Okay, wait. I have nowhere to keep this, lime. I'm sure I'll find somewhere eventually. We could set up coups here. Military coup. Maybe we can set up a pond here. Oh, yep, there we go. Pond. Now, he was just chilling in water, so he should be fine. Hopefully. If you're experienced, your gag reflex will not be enough to choke on anything. I wouldn't know. I've never partaken in oral sex. And I never intend to. I find genitalia from both genders very, very gross. That's how sword swallowing works, yeah. And that's literal sword swallowing, not wink wink sword swallowing, just in case anyone's curious. I'm immune to gay accusations because I'm bi. You're technically not wrong. You're technically not wrong. Okay, let's sleep until morning. No, darling. Not had that either, nor have I given that. I have not partaken in or received. Check out new recipe. He wants carrots. We have some of these. I don't know if we can get the cuberies in time. Actually, no. Screw this guy. I don't want to deal with him. What do I get? Yeah, I get some generic plorts and some chickens. Tough luck, bad boy. Puddle slimes don't eat anything except water and you can't merge him. Okay, so he's just like passive income. That's pretty funny. And yeah, Chow, you're winning at life. No one can call you gay. Puddle slimes eat water just like real life slimes. I mean, we do have real life slimes. They're just called slime molds. Slightly different. Only slightly, though. Lamau Damas got eaten. You should do the quest. You get a new area. Oh, from just quests in general? Okay. I'll see if I can, The main thing was I don't know where to grab 5 cuberies. Maybe if I go far enough in this direction, I'll find them. We need 1 more carrot as well. We aren't currently growing carrots. But I did see an option for a silo, so that could be good. Awesome thing. I think there were some of the cube berries up here. Time will tell. Grab the last carrot necessary. Grab an extra just in case. Oh, yeah, there's 1 cube berry. Okay, only 1. How do all of these squares make a circle? No, it's fine. It doesn't bother me. It bothers me. It bothers me a lot. That one's still green. I assume that's a Russian badger reference, right? If so, please remind me which video that's from. I want to watch it. slime molds are cool. They can design train networks. Yes. Slime molds have interfered with our understanding of how intelligence works. Because they can recognize hot and cold and remember the time, and they do not have brain cells. Hydrate? Yes, sir. My wife is calling me from the Asteroid Express. Oh, is there an event? If so, I'm not aware of it. Gotta speedrun the event. Have fun, have fun. I haven't logged into Honkai Star Rail in a while. I'll get back to that game eventually. Perfect Cell DDZ abridged. Oh, gotcha. Different person, but same humor then. I like mushrooms more. They're kind of fun guys. I am a pun enjoyer, so I appreciate you. But no, slime molds are really, really cool. Very, very fascinating creatures. And much like funguses, they challenge our understanding of biology. But unlike funguses, they don't give every biologist a panic attack. I don't understand. This fungus is immortal. It's not a plant, it's not an animal. What the hell is this thing? If you ever want to give a biologist a panic attack, just ask them to explain what's up with funguses. What are they? There are 3 people that have a new area, Mochi, Ogden, and Victor. Oh, so this guy specifically has a new area. Okay, okay, that's nifty. We have some honey plorts. We'll look for some more... Oh no, we have enough cubes. We just need to get back home. Right, so we'll do this guy's mission today. Fungi and octopedes. What the fuck are you? Yeah, exactly. What is this? This doesn't make sense. Everything we know about this says this doesn't make sense, and it's there anyway. Okay, wait, no, let's screw the honey plorts. Let's get more... Oh, whoops. Let's get more dope-ass slimes. Hello, sir. Infinite money glitch spotted. Oh, apologies. Oh, and another infinite money slime? You have 2. 2 in 1. Fungi are so cool, they're like plants made out of meat. Oh, fun bit of etymology. Fun etymology fact of the day. Did you know meat was not actual... Like, meat doesn't really mean what you think it means. It was not initially designed to be... what's the word? Other than plant. That's why a lot of fruit pies are called meat pies. It means, like, the center of, the most filling part of. I forget the exact terminology. But basically, meat. What the hell's up with that? I really should, like, practice these before saying them. Remind myself of the specific facts rather than just yeeting it from the hip. There are so many things on our planet that don't make any sense and shouldn't exist, but they do. Yeah, it's really cool and exciting. There's so much about our world that is still a mystery to us. And every day we get to find out just... You can have 4 puddles in the pond. Okay, okay, so I'm almost at max then. That's really good to know. Thanks for letting you know. Their main body is like a cerebral pathway. The big puffy thing is really mostly productive. Yeah. Fungi are so whack, man. They're terrifying. You mean like force meat and mince meat? Yes, yes, yes. The word meat. I forget the exact specifics of it, unfortunately. But it's not what... It doesn't mean what you think it means, basically. Mincemeat used to have meat in it because meat and fruits is very English. Okay, gotcha, gotcha. I forget the exact fact, but you know roughly what I'm talking about, so close enough. Like how their curries have apples. Oh, very fair, very fair. I thought this game will go cute to horror. Oh no, sorry, sorry. This is outright a cute game. I was joking when I said it was a horror game. Apologies if you felt misled. The joke is that this is purely a relaxing farming simulator with slimes. There is only one enemy and they're not threatening. So sorry, I was just playing a hee-hee-ha-ha prank on you. Apologies. I thought it was funny, but it does actually make sense that to people who don't know this game. So apologies. It is a horror game after you get invested. My bad, maybe it is a horror game. Okay, we can set up an auto feeder, so let's set this to slow. Assume that's what that means. We'll dump in a whole bunch of food. I want mushroom-based pork. That sounds disgusting. Come on, science. Yeah, come on, science. Damn, I'm really Arknight's brain rotted. I said silence. This will become a not safe work hentai game later. Okay, I just don't believe you. This is a cute game that can make you have a mental breakdown if you try to reach... if you try to ranch quantum slimes. From the name, I can see how they might be a light nightmare. Quantum anything is usually not easy to deal with. Quantum mechanics, by the way, is the closest thing we have in real life to magic. I know a little bit about quantum science. I found it really interesting, so I studied it for like 50 hours. Things unironically exist and don't exist at the same time, and things change because they are perceived. Shit is so wild. We've also found particles that can just go through solids, just outright, for no reason, in ways we can't explain. When you're looking away for too long, forget to fill the feeders or throw a plort into the corral of a gordo. Oh, so you get tar and you lose all your progress. Do not place quantum slimes next to Tangle. I will try to remember that when I unlock either of them. This is like Stardew looks cute but needs to min-max call to me like a Green Goblin mask. I mean, I'm planning to do a little bit of Stardew during the 30-hour stream. I did play that game back before the pandemic in 2019 while listening to a Vocaloid song called Biohazard on repeat until I hated it. And I have very fond memories of the game, but the furthest I got was about 1 year in. So I do want to go back to that, and if people like watching that, that could be a fun series, but I'm expecting it to be a one-off. Especially if it's your fave slime. Yeah, losing your favorite of anything can be very tragic. You know how Vietnamese banquet vegan pork belly exists? I did not know that, actually. Quantum physics is great. It's like watching the universe break down. It's more a case of we don't understand enough about the universe to know how it works. And I found that really cool. Like, many times we've discovered the smallest thing in the world. The smallest thing that could possibly exist. And we're just wrong. In the same way that Hercules Borealis Great Wall really confused us about space. Or the Great Attractor really confused us about space. Oh wait, do people want a short breakdown of the Great Attractor? I think that's a really, really cool, fun space fact that I know enough about to describe in a way that should be cool. Just a fun little piece of space history, basically. Go ahead? Sure. I'll just read through some... I'll make sure I'm caught up on what everyone's chipping in and responding to everyone first. Yeah, like how all these squares make a circle. I mean, everything you're viewing is a square because it's a pixel. It's the illusion of a circle. Stardew, you say? Yes, I haven't played it in a really long time, but I remember really loving the game. It was very relaxing. Right after the most stressful period of my life. I achieved perfection in that game with mods twice. Okay, so people are definitely passionate. Just a heads up, I will be bad at the game. I go into games blind, so you'll get to understand the hatred name spews at me when I play Darkest Dungeon wrong. You mean IRL? Oh, gotcha. There's a mod that makes the slime square. That's very funny. But yeah, no, very, very few things in the world are actually circular. Okay, so right. The Great Attractor. So, through lots of calculations, I won't go into the details super deep. This is the setup for it. We figured out that much like the moon rotates around the Earth, and the Earth rotates around the sun is rotating around our galaxy itself. And we also figured out, hey, our galaxy is rotating around the sun. And we can't figure out what. But everything in our galaxy, and everything in nearby galaxies, is being pulled in this direction really, really fast. Hundreds of kilometers per second. I think it was actually hundreds of thousands of kilometers per second. I could be massively understated. But an obscene speed for space. So even though we're getting further away from everything, there is something so ridiculously massive in this direction that the entirety of the local galaxy clusters are being just dragged towards it. We had no idea what it was. We went to try and find it. And through sheer bad luck, when you look up in the night sky, on a very clear sky, somewhere where there's not too much pollution, you'll see what looks like a giant scar. And what that is that's actually the Milky Way. It's this massive burst of stars and space dust that is our galaxy. And we can't see through it, and it's really, really beautiful. But it's this giant quarter of the sky, like a 15-degree angle, where there's just so much stuff. There's an entire galaxy between us and the other side, that even with our best technology, we just cannot see what's through it. And the Great Attractor, whatever direction we were being pulled, it was on the other side of that. So we had no way to check, what is this enormous thing? Is it a massive, apocalyptic, galaxy-devouring black hole? Is it some titanic wall? Is it some supermassive sun? What is pulling us in this direction? Then gradually, as radio waves and various technologies started to advance, we managed to figure out ways we can filter out certain types of light when we're looking at the sky. And our best telescopes, we started to be able to see through just little pieces of the titanic galaxy between us and the Great Attractor. And what we found was a supermassive galaxy so insanely huge that individually it was pulling every nearby galaxy, which is to say, like, imagine you go to a beach and there's a little island in the distance, and then there's a tsunami. This thing is the tsunami. That island is our galaxy. We are so utterly insignificant compared to this supermassive galaxy that the entirety of the local galaxy cluster is being pulled in its direction. It would be like if the government started making a policy for your street instead of the country. The country is the supermassive galaxy. Your street is our galaxy and every nearby galaxy. And what was even more concerning was when we did the numbers based off how far away we figured out that supermassive galaxy was. That was accounting for about 40% of the absurd pull that our entire galaxy and every nearby galaxy was experiencing, dragging us in that direction. And there was something even larger, further away, behind this supermassive galaxy that we could not see because the Milky Way and the first supermassive galaxy were in the way, that was also tugging us, that was somehow even more massive, that was also tugging the massive galaxy that was pulling us. Hello, Sarah Strat. Welcome. They presume it's a supermassive black hole in the middle of every rotation. Yes, the current assumption is there is a supermassive black hole in the middle of every galaxy. We have photo evidence. I find it so cool that we actually have photo evidence of a black hole. They were only theorized for quite a while, and we finally proved them. I hate the feeling whenever you say anything during the hate I feel whenever you say things during DD is indescribable. Hey, I'm glad you're feeling strongly about the stream. I'm sorry it's in a negative way. It's still fucking green, help the Star Wars galaxy. I've been trying for 30 minutes and that one is still fucking green. What's still green? What are you trying to fix, Vicious? Are you trying to fix your name? An even more galaxy. Massive galaxy, yes. This thing is like 8 times larger than the titanic supermassive galaxy. It is dragging every nearby galaxy in that direction. And it's so far away that we're only getting about 10% of the effect, and it's still just as strong as the other one. Challenger Deep is one deep place we barely went to. Yeah, there's lots of space. There's so much about space to learn and explore. I find it so awesome. It could very well just be a mild black hole with a lot of weight, because it's spinning and moving fast, we're fucked. What's really cool about black holes is, for all we know, we're actually hurtling into one right now, and we have no way to tell. I'm back. Welcome back, Nugget. Unfortunately, you probably didn't sleep well. But hopefully you got at least a little bit of shut-eye. Mind that we barely discovered the ocean. Yes, we have barely discovered the ocean. And something, a lot of people don't really understand. And it's very hard to explain. Oh, no, Kyle, for what it's worth. We think we figured it out with the Lanayru supercluster, which includes those 2 massive galaxies. We think that's the largest thing that's currently pulling us. But, like, that equated for most of the math. We proved our math correct. There's probably more. But we think that's it. 30 minutes. Look, it's better than nothing. Hello back. Nice to meet you. Supermassive Black Hole is a cool song. Yes, I love Supermassive Black Hole by Muse. I grew up listening to that song very often. Lovely song. Galaxyception? Yeah, pretty much. Go to the star and there's an area and a bit broken minigame since 2019. Oh, you mean the star in game? That makes way more sense. I was thinking, because we were talking about space, I was like, oh yeah, go to the massive star that's dragging our galaxy in that direction. Oh right, what I was going to say. One thing people really don't understand about space. People think, hey, we know all of this stuff about space. There are no visible aliens. Aliens must not exist. Or maybe aliens do exist and it's... The reason we cannot say even close to for sure whether or not aliens exist, the nearest planet that resembles Earth, which is only a few hundred light years away, if there was a civilization completely identical to our civilization as it is now, we would not be able to detect them with modern technology. We wouldn't be able to tell. So it's one of those things where people think our science is actually, it's a very rare example of people thinking our science is further along than it. We have no way to tell if the nearest planet that is not in our solar system, that is solid, has human equivalent life or not. So it will be quite a long time before we discover, even if there are or are not aliens just in the immediate vicinity. So a lot of people get very negative about that and think, oh, there must be no aliens for X, Y, or Z. No, we're way further behind space tech than people realize. What if we are the aliens? I mean, yeah, like, it's very interesting to think about. Because either humans are alone in the galaxy, like our planet is the only planet with life, or we're not. And both of those will be really, really interesting to figure out. There's so many cool mysteries to discover. Imagine existing. Yeah, the curse we were all given, right? They don't eat veggies. What, aliens? Yeah. Oh, wait, no, the slimes I was throwing things to. I understand. Okay, looks like I can't do anything here yet, unless I'm just being dumb. And yeah, you're right. For all we know, our entire universe is just bacteria for aliens. We are magnitudes larger than the smallest thing we can see, compared to... Wait. It's something like... Compared to the smallest thing we know exists, we're about 20 magnitudes larger than that. And the entire universe is 25 magnitudes larger than us. Those aren't the exact numbers, but... we can't actually see two large things or two small things. Okay, hello, thanks for coming down to my shop and getting down to business. Little vacation. Fruits, they revealed their true form, a red kokadoka fruit. It tastes amazing. Sorry, I can't read this. I can't read this orders. I can feel my brain switching off. I will figure this out some other time. That was way too much of a tutorial. No worries if you need to go sleep, Nugget. If you feel tired, please do go and try. I hope you do get sleep. And if you do come back, that's fine as well. Example, dark forest hypothesis? Yeah. One really cool thing about the observable universe is we effectively know for a fact that it is not the entirety of the universe. There is just a 0% chance, as far as we're concerned, of us ever being able to see what is beyond it. What if we're a simulation in a simulation in a simulation? I mean, yeah, there is a chance we're all a simulation, you know? I wouldn't say it's a high chance, but it's a possibility. Go do anything to make you sleep? Yeah. If you can, please do sleep. I have insomnia. It can get really, really rough, but you will eventually sleep. Whether or not that's a restful sleep, you'll eventually sleep. It's funny to think about the possibility of aliens that are way not technologically advanced than us, and the only reason they haven't contacted us is they think we're too dumb. Yeah, absolutely. That could very well be the case. It also could be a case of, they could be so much further ahead of us that they're just sort of waiting for us to catch up, rather than trying to uplift us, you know? We don't actually have a concept for what non-human life will be like. For all we know, there could be actual rocks that are sentient, and we just have no way to know. Space is really cool. The pre-Lobcop stream has been going for 3 hours. When is Darkest Dungeon starting? Not anytime soon. Not today, I'll tell you that. What if we were already isekai'd in our real world? Sorry, that's such a funny concept, yeah. We've already been isekai'd. This is the world that's cool. We have quantum mechanics. Oh, we do actually have dark magic and actual magic. Quantum mechanics, magic. Dark magic is exercise. Think about it. You go through temporary suffering to gain power beyond your wildest dreams. I mean, Limbus Company, my bad. I am intending to start Library of Ruina during the 30-day stream. 30 hour, even if I haven't finished Lobotomy Corp. You just need to go to the teleporter after you accept the quest you already did and feed the farm little purple fruits and give them to Ogden. Okay, maybe I'll give that another try then. That actually sounds doable. Wait, where's the way out? This is confusing. Or they just made our civilization into a Truman Show situation. Yeah, that's also a very valid... That could be the case, you know? What if we're all printed beings? I mean, that's... Philosophy past a certain point does get a bit silly. Functionally, would your life change if you did know? Hypothetically, tomorrow, you find out that you are 100% a simulated being who was just tricked into believing you were real. Would your life change? Not really. You know? Your life would be functionally the same. Oh, I see. We go through here now. So, it's one of those things, it's one of those really high concept things where don't worry about it and just live. There's nothing you can functionally do to change that, and I mean that in a very good way. It's something that's so far out of the realms of our comprehension that you do not need to worry about it, and you should just focus on living and enjoying your life for now. Okay. These guys are just attacking me. I take it they don't want these fruits. Maybe they want purple fruits. Okadabopada. There we are. Nope, they don't want those either. So wait, in your world, your lights would turn on and off by walking into a room. How the hell is that not magic? Exactly. We have a lot of really, really wicked tech that people massively take for granted. Have you heard about withe holes? No, I've not. Would be a bit more upset about the suffering. Well, think of it this way then. Okay. Your favorite TV show. You probably like it when things don't go the main character's way. Because you know they'll get through it. You know they'll be fine. But it's also kind of funny seeing them have a little bit of an oopsie, you know? Things will work out in the end. Things will go really, really well. But that doesn't mean it'll be smooth sailing. It'd be boring if it was smooth sailing. Imagine if we got magic one day or all get isekai'd into a fantasy world. That'd be the dream, dude. Actual cat girls, am I right? You old pea zombies, only I exist. I am the only thing in reality. Everyone else is a figment of my imagination. Oh, speaking of cat ears, yep. I'm a chatbot AI, but that's a secret. Don't worry. As an AI language model, I am not programmed to respond to that message. We have cat girls at home. Yeah, you have me, you know? I want a scepter that can make other drivers explode. That's the magic I want. Yeah, just average road rage for real, for real. Understandable. What am I even meant to do here? I can't seem to leave. You know what the Schwarzschild equation is? I've heard of it before. I can't currently remember what it is. Since when have you had cat ears? I have a toggle in Twitch. Either 20 cents or 500 channel points. I forget. Might not be 20 cents, 20 bits. Or 500 channel points. AKA coughs, you should do it for free. Cough, cough, cough. Where you can give me cat ears for a minute. Like all 8 billion just poof into a magical world. If all 8 billion people gained superpowers, I would reckon we'd go down to 6 billion people very quickly. If I remember correctly, it's related to dark holes. Yes, isn't it something to do with, the radiation decay of black holes? Which will eventually die? Because black holes do die, like everything else. It's really, really fascinating. Okay, I have no idea what I'm supposed to do here. There's lots of dangerous enemies, and none of them want to eat. Can you please eat, sir? Nope, they don't want this. They're all evil and mean. My dad had severe anger issues. I actually got my road rage from my mother. Damn. Can't sleep. That's unfortunate. I'm sure you'll get to sleep eventually. If something is smaller than the Schwarzschild radius of a dark hole, it will be engulfed by it. Okay, I'd have to remind myself. There are a lot of things about black holes I've been learning recently. You have to farm enough kuka. Oh, you have to get enough of the purple fruit to leave. Gotcha, gotcha. I find white holes really interesting because we've not been able to prove their existence so far. Oh, yeah. I mean, up until really recently, as in, I think it was 1 or 2 years ago, we could not prove the existence of black holes. That's why it's so insanely cool to me that we actually managed to capture a photo of a black hole. Like, how cool is that? The chances of us doing so were so insanely small, and it was basically exactly what we expected it to look like. We actually correctly predicted what a black hole would look like. We nailed it. They were there. The science was right. Sometimes the science is wrong, and we adapt when that's the case, but we actually called it. We were able to use maths to figure out what it would look like, and our understanding of physics to figure out what it would do to the things around it. Hawking radiation. Oh, yes, right. Hawking radiation is the death of a black hole. I remember now. That is something different. Now, I think I have a jetpack. Oh, right. I forgot I had a jetpack. I'd never tried using it. White holes are pretty much the exact same thing as black holes, except in black holes nothing is able to exit the event horizon. Yeah. Well, weirdly enough, things have been escaping the event horizon of black holes, and we're not really sure what to make about that. Many black holes are at least theorized to, or have been, reaching a stage where they just start randomly spewing out mass again. And we're not fully sure what's causing it. We have some theories, but we don't know yet. Black Shoals module is good for modern economic theory. Yeah, you know what? We've talked too much about science. We need to really bring it back to economics. What is bro yapping about for real, for real? I thought this was the economic policy stream. We captured of a black hole and instantly turned it into an anime waifu. Yes, we did, and I would want nothing else from the internet. Is it even the internet if we don't immediately turn a black hole into a waifu? Like, did you expect anything else from humanity? Natural and human sciences are intertwined. Yes, they are. A lot of theories overlap. That's why what I was saying about, even though you're mainly learning economics for lazy reasons, it's still a good thing to learn. A lot of economics cover just a lot of basic things about how societies work and supply and demand and human psyche. So learning about it will be purely beneficial. Black pulls and white pushes. Magnet moment. How the fuck do magnets and radios work? Actual question of the day. That shit makes no sense. So imagine a fantasy Earth where the number of people is the same as this Earth's Middle Ages population, and just all 8 billion people get isekai'd into it. If that was the case, most people would starve because the world would just not be able to produce enough food. Food production has actually... The reason we've had a massive population boom is because our food production has very steadily been getting better. That would no longer be the case, for obvious reasons, if we went back to the Middle Ages. With magic, it could. Depends on the type of magic. It's not a guarantee, you know? There we go. Oh, cool. I want my brain to slowly advance to a supercomputer. I mean, hey, it's possible. For all we know, while everyone throughout the entirety of human history has been trying, this could be the generation that discovers immortality. Okay, there we go. Let's shoot some of these bad boys. There's a really simple experiment you can do about this topic, and that's turning on your faucet. How does that work? Wait, spicy tofu. What do you mean slime? New slime. Oh, just a new food. Okay, gotcha. Only fed to slime can't be planted. Understandable. It's possible? Yes, it is possible that we could discover immortality. Everyone has been trying for a long time. It's by no means guaranteed. But we have the best chance of any generation, because with every generation before us, guaranteed it hasn't happened. It could still happen to us, you know? Oh, you took off my jacket, you pervert. Fantasy settings never talk about farming and trade applications, it's so sad. To be fair, it's the same as what I was talking about earlier with superheroes. Most people don't want to worry about the logistics, they just want a fun story. Do you know about the monster group that exists in Dimension Level 2, 100 million? No, I do not. That's news to me. We can fix the overpopulation problem with testicular torsion. All these testicular torsion wizards think they're all hot shit until I cast men butt crack on them. Immortality should not at all be bound to a price. Realistically, like with every technological advancement, it will be. Because supply and demand. There won't be enough supply. It's the same way televisions and computers used to be insanely expensive. And now, your mobile phone is a better TV than existed in the 1960s. Or maybe even the 1980s. Sorry, not a better TV. A better computer. So, that's just how tech works, unfortunately. You cast itchy bones, understandable. Set theory is so fun and I don't want to explode my head about it. There's a lot of really cool theories, but don't worry too much about them, you know? I should include the possibility of black hole existence in my economical model. Oh, it's like all of those memes of like a giant explosion causing the apocalypse. This is not going to be good for the economy. I don't know how to deal with insanely rich, insanely immortal men. Realistically, humans will eventually adapt to it. Humans haven't changed too much, but human nature will survival of the fittest force us to eventually. The video is called What Happens When a White Hole Oh, wait. Is that by, Kurzgesagt? Or Kurzgesagt is probably what you read it as. If so, I am vaguely aware of that. I do know what you're talking about. I think I've seen that video. You can feed it to all slimes and they will never be full, so it's no one's favorite. Okay, so it's just an infinite... I see how this is an infinite money glitch. You can feed it infinitely. Understood. Wolf and Spice. Oh, right. I heard that's getting a remake. Is the remake good? One of my friends has really wanted me to watch Wolf and Spice for quite a long time, and I just never got around to it. If the remake is good, I would really love to give that a try, you know? I hope not people are going to overdose and drink more. I mean, yeah, that's what everyone expects from, There's a reason most, sci-fi dystopias have similarities. People understand humans enough to know roughly what they're going to do. The video's by the Action Lab. Okay, I'm thinking of something else though. Apologies for that. It's a very interesting topic that quite a few people have talked about. A Caesar salad special? Sorry, I got lost a bit. I don't understand exactly what you're talking about there. You turn 4 years old and you suddenly have a fucking bird head and feathered torso. Oh, imagine if quirks became a real thing. Yeah, My Hero Academia, I know, weird fact, did not consider the actual applications of random mutations. Like, some of those people just outright cannot live a normal life. Wolf and Spice is what if we had economics and fantasy. Yeah, from what I understand, it's sort of like a slice-of-life economic sim. It sounds very, very interesting. Just, the old one, like... Is the old one good? Is the new one good? I'm interested in trying it because one of my IRL friends has been recommending it to me for ages. He's also recommended me Berserk and a bunch of other anime. And I don't really like the look of Berserk. I don't necessarily want to give it a try. But I would love to give Spice and Wolf a try. Because the characters look cute and I like economics. So it'll probably be right up my alley. I read it and it's great. I'm talking about the anime. I don't know where to go to read manga. They're both very good, of Spice and Wolf. If that's so, I'll probably watch the remake as it comes out. Otherwise, I'd go and watch the original. The new one is pretty faithful. Okay, that's exactly what you want in a remake. That's really awesome. Okay, let's just get as many updates as we can. Let's upgrade ourselves. We have plenty of money and I'm not fully sure what to spend it on. I'm sure there are better uses of it, but we might as well, you know? New one is well liked so far. If that's the case, I'll give the new one a try. Because that's something one of my friends has really wanted me to get into, and I'd love to, you know? So let's get solar shields. Let's finish fully upgrading everything. I'm not fully sure what I'm doing in this game, but you know what? I'm having a blast. Delicious in Dungeon. Poor homeless people live in a bed. I know that Delicious in Dungeon is really popular. The little bits I've seen about it indicate it's probably not my kind of thing. But that's, like, nothing against the show. It looks like a really fantastic show. It just doesn't really look like something I'd enjoy. My taste is more Eminence in Shadow. Or Economic Simulator. So I'm edgy and then also nerdy. I have no real in-between. Okay, it's pretty faithful just with a new art style. That's pretty cool, then. They're the high seas for manga. Yeah, I'm not comfortable doing that. I understand a lot of people are, and a lot of people think I'm very silly for that, but I don't think it's worth the risk, okay? One of my jobs is very strict on that stuff, so they would not be happy with me. In the name of Hakita, media shouldn't be limited to only those who can afford it. I don't know who that quote's from, but I have heard that quote before. Bison Wolf is low fantasy, so it doesn't really count in my humble opinion. It's good, but it's not what I'm thinking about. Yeah, it's just probably the closest to what you're thinking about that we have. Because a lot of the time, slowing down and dealing with the economic side of things is just a little unfortunate for people. Someone gifted subs in your chat yesterday. Hey! Congrats, Sarifi! You passing out on stream is less good. It's not a problem. I hope you slept well. More just a case of, I really hope you're well. But no, that's really awesome. I'm really happy for you. Also, welcome. How are you doing? Goblin Slayer? I did enjoy Goblin Slayer for a little bit. Then I unfortunately got sick of it. Now, I'm really surprised there are no more Gordos. There were only those first two I found. Maybe they're just hiding in a weird spot you need a jetpack to. I slept really well. My ass was drooling. No, that's awesome. I'm really happy for you. Congratulations. Congratulations. I like stuff that's fantasy as fuck, like Ancient Magus's Bride or Log Horizon. What's that What's that new one with, like, the gamer? Shangri-La Frontier. Right, I still need to finish that. I still need to finish Shangri-La Frontier. I've never watched Log Horizon. For whatever reason, that just reminded me of it. I don't actually watch many anime. I'm not aware of what most of these are. So if they're cool, please drop them in suggestions. I'll check them out. But no, I'm so happy for you, Sarifi. That's really awesome. Magus' Bride was one of my absolute faves. I've never heard of Magus' Bride. I just, I'm a bit oblivious. I'm a go play Slime Rancher myself. No worries at all, Phlox. Thanks for coming by. It was great to have you here. Homie can't communicate? Okay, so you understand. I will forget these if you just tell them to me. Sorry to always ask, but please do put in mid suggestions. I have really, really bad short-term memory. Not Psyche K Agua. Oh, not a fan, I take it? Man, this jetpack thing. Very, very nifty. Okay, let's keep an eye out for any Lagos. That's what they were called, right? I think that's what they were saying. So we have one person really recommending it and another begging me not to watch. Lovely. Love the duality of man. Log Horizon mentioned. Isn't Log Horizon just like slightly more nerdy SAO? That was how it got described to me when it was coming out. I don't know much about it. In fact, one might even say that's the only thing I know about it. That's how it was described to me. The show doesn't really make a lot of sense unless you're paying attention to it. What it's worth, when I watch shows, I do generally pay a lot of attention to. It's everything else. It's mainly like when I'm streaming that I have no attention span. You know? What is this? Oh, it's just a map. It's a shame the map doesn't show where, like, the big fatties are. Log Horizon is so good. I've just never seen it. I'm really autistic and I have ADHD. Oh, gotcha. Yeah, if that's the case, then, probably you are not the intended audience, shall we say. Yeah, it is unfortunate that some shows just will not really make sense for a lot of people. But I'm sure there are also plenty of shows out there that you really love that wouldn't make sense to a lot of others. Oh, there we go. There we go. We finally found another guy. Now, is there any fruit nearby? Looks like no, but let's go say hi to him, you know? So you need the little teleporter, or you can parkour. Hello, friend. What a cute little dude. Yeah, that definitely sounds like might be a bit difficult for you to understand than Sarifi. Sunglasses sparkle. What does that mean? He's just a big boy? Yeah, he's just a dude, you know? He's just a little guy. Little guy with glasses. I love the honey slimes. Oh god, we've almost been streaming 3.5 hours. I should probably be wrapping up soon. This game is really fun and really chill though. Let me feed a little bit of fruit to the big boy first. Then I'll probably head back to my ranch. See if there's anything else to do there. This is a very, very fun chill game. He's like Big Bird from the hit game Lobotomy Corp. I already have 2 Lobotomy Corp streams this week. You cultists are never satisfied. I may also be lightly, just a little, obsessed with Mio. I'm a real one. What happened? What did you do? Wait, what did I say you're a real one about? I'm a real one, by the way, is usually a compliment saying, you're an honest person with good integrity, and I really like you. That's what the phrase I'm a real one usually means. But if it was me that said it, I don't know the context. You saw that Not Safe for Work Mio art? No, that was... I was obsessed with Mio well before that. That didn't change my opinion of it. I just like making jokes about cloning. It's a running thing I've had with a bunch of other friends. The glasses lift is truly peak. Oh, is that a glasses lift shine meme that you're making? Understandable then, understandable. Now where the hell am I? I'm lost. Okay, I'm heading in the right direction. Yippee! It is indeed in this general direction. This jetpack is very nifty. Can we clone One-san? Can you clone me? If you figure out a way how to, sure. It won't go well. They will, Salves will end up fighting each other, and there'll only be one left. Oh, whoopsie. Well, time to find out. Okay, you just lose what you're carrying. That's fine. Mio? Yes. Mio, the rabbit team captain. I think she's really cool. I have a weakness for white-haired girls. What can I say? Case in point, W. Lapland. Project Red. Halsey. The list goes on very, very extensive. She's hot, so you're not wrong. It's not even that I find her attractive, I find her design appealing. I know that might be a weird distinction to people, but as a reminder, I am still mostly asexual. It's just a case of I really like her design, and I think it's really cool. I'm more of a fan of lightly grey hair than pure white. I do generally agree with that. I just think like she has a lot of personality in her face. Her armor's very interesting. I think Kabura is my second favorite of the characters, and Angela probably third. Kabura and Angela maybe swap, but I do definitely think so far, just in terms of pure design, Neo is my favorite. All of those rankings are only based off of design, not taking into account personality. Platinum, yeah, of course. I do actually kind of like Platinum. I just don't really vibe with her gameplay style, so I never really use her. But I have her leveled because I like her as a character. Sometimes I forget you're looking at her character and I'm looking at her weapons. Her weapons are also really cool. Unless you mean wink wink weapons, in which case, something else. Okay. Fence upgrade. Sure. Let's get that. Long daggers and pulse rifles, count me the fuck in. Yeah, for real. For real, for real. But no, I really do like the rabbit team. I think they're really cool. Especially the way they kill everything. Including your allies. That is so much funnier. You send them in, you say, hey, handle this area of the facility. And if you happen to leave someone there, that's a you problem. That's not a them problem. They will handle that area of the facility. Oh, it's my YouTube chat that said that. Okay, wait. Let me see if I can find the context of when they called you a real one. They were probably just complimenting your taste. Yeah, they were probably just saying you're a real one for your taste. Which is to say, you have... What they probably meant by that was you have really cool taste and I agree with you. It's one of those weird English slangs that can be a bit confusing. About Magus' Bride, yeah. Then that's the case they're saying, hey, you're a real one for liking Magus' Bride. It means basically, you have good taste and I agree with your taste in media. That's the translation. You did compliment Sarifi. Ah, gotcha. No, it's Sarafi. It's Sarafi, right. I keep butchering that. Sorry about that, Sarafi. Alrighty. I think I will end today's stream here. I had an absolute blast. I know this was a little bit lower energy, but I really enjoyed just yapping with everyone around random topics. This is a really calming, nice game for just absolute head off, wander around, brain off, wander around and do things. I say my name a lot on stream because people say Safre. That's pretty funny. Based taste? Based on what? True! And yeah, sorry, I've been saying Sarifi. It's Sarafi. It's Sarafi. The yapping is nice. Yeah, I really enjoyed this stream. I really did. So thanks everybody for yapping with me. This wouldn't be nearly as fun without just random comments and topics coming from all of you. I had a lot of fun on stream, even if it's not my usual kind of thing. But I really enjoyed, for what it's worth, I really enjoyed the stream. So thanks everyone for being here. W stream, you now die inside. Oh, don't worry, Sarafi. I almost butchered it again. I mean, just be happy, right? You've got some gifted subs. Someone really likes your stuff. That's a massive win to start the day with. Thanks for being my target for hate and negativity. No worries. Unironically, your hate, I can bear it all. I'm quite accustomed to people sincerely hating me. So people hating me for a bit on the internet, I'm fine with. And I enjoy our banter. Seriously, it makes my day to have you there calling me out and roasting me for all of the dumb shit I do in Darkest Dungeon. It makes me so happy. Because none of it's intentional. And a lot of other people are forgiving and it's like, no, I'm just being a dumbass and you just called it out. GG and bye-bye. Bye-bye, Sarafi! Thanks for the stream. This was really fun. I'm going to go look and see if there's anyone to raid. So let me actually say goodbye to YouTube chat based on your pelvis thrusting. Got me. Alright, see you around YouTube chat. I'm just going to raid someone with Twitch. Hope you have a fantastic day and thank you all so much. If you're still around, Nugget, I hope you sleep really well, man. Catch you around YouTube. Bye-bye for now. Okay, now it's just us, Twitch chat. Let's go.